Yep, there we go. How's it going, folks? It is halfway through the year. SDCC is around the corner. So let's check out what's coming out and how we're collecting so far. You have joined the Infinite Shelf Life stream. I'm Infinity Wartorn, and I'm joined by Falcon and Joestar. Uh-oh. I did not get your... I was going to say, Falcon, could you go real quick? Ooh. Why are you not showing up? Oh. All right. I'm joined by Falcon.
Hello.
And Joestar. And Joestar. Can you hear me?
I'm still here.
All right. Okay. Yay.
Yeah.
We have streamed before. Anyway. Yeah. So there's just like just a random smattering of toy news, and I couldn't find a real unified topic. So we're just gonna just see how everyone's doing in terms of like what they're picking up, what they're looking for, that kind of thing. And we're gonna or unfortunately gonna cover a bunch of things that you cannot get anymore because they sold out almost instantly. But we can at least take a look at the really cool pictures of them. So first up, we're gonna just do pickups of things we actually got. So did anyone want to go first?
Oh, I didn't get anything actually.
Oh, nothing.
Well, technically I did. I mean, we're gonna have a segment later. It's gonna be more about Magic the Gathering. That's all I really got, but I don't have anything with me right now, like my binder or anything. But I'm pretty much missing like 5 cards from the base set. So
Dang.
out of like over 280 something, I think. Something like that.
Impressive.
Damn. How about you, Falcon?
Totally
Did you
didn't
get anything?
spend so much money.
Falcon, did you get anything?
Yeah, I got some pickups.
Oh, okay. Yay.
Save the segment, please.
Yeah, usually
Let
I
me know when
ask
I'm
if
big.
you should be big.
Alrighty, so my pickups for this week, this episode of the stream. We don't have episode titles, do we? No,
I
we don't.
sometimes do, but I don't have episode
Okay.
numbers. I could go back
No
and renumber
numbers.
them.
Okay. Anyway, so for my pickups on this edition of the show, it's Oops All Transformers.
Oh yeah.
So,
Heck yeah.
we'll start off with Dino King is not new, but I did get the DNA upgrade kit for him. As I am quickly learning with DNA kits, half of it is completely useless, and half of it is stuff that you kind of want. With Dino King, he got bigger shoes, adds about a half inch of height to him, which is pretty nice. New crotch plate, new like Triceratops type of head that makes it a lot more accurate for this Dinobot. And then most importantly though, he comes with new forearms that give him like actual useful arms. Which is pretty good. He also comes with this new scythe, which isn't really accurate to the melee weapon he has on the show, but with the way that they designed the new hands, instead of it having 3 or 5 millimeter peg holes, there's just a tab slot system on the hands, so you're kind of forced to use this scythe with him because otherwise he can't hold not reliably anyway, can't really hold the one that he actually comes with. But yeah, overall, I'm glad I got it because it does fix some really janky stuff that the original base toy has.
Nice.
This next guy, it was waiting for it to go on sale, but good thing I've been keeping an eye on the stock numbers on Pulse, because every week it was going down by like a couple hundred. I'm like, oh no. So I ended up having to reluctantly get this guy at full price, but he came with something that I very much wanted, and that is the Transformers Armada Nemesis Prime and Star Saber set.
Yo,
This
that's
was,
fucking sick.
I think this was the vague fall con exclusive last year. I don't remember if it was San Diego Comic-Con, but I think it was like the fall con exclusive. And yeah, like the figure itself is really solid because he's obviously just, Armada Prime repainted, recolored. But yeah, the pun intended star of the show here is brand new Star Saber. Um, yeah, I don't, for some reason I have a lot of my older original mini cons, but for some reason my 3 weapon teams mini cons never showed up. I wasn't able to find them as an adult. So I'm glad to have a Star Saber back in the collection. It does have they were let down by the factory, and there is a part on here that can break out of the box, so you do have to modify it so that it doesn't break. The design is fine, it's just that the tolerances are part and it can break if you're not careful. And then unsurprisingly, the combination mode is like kind of like a house of cards. If you bump into it or look at it the wrong way, these guys fall apart. But
Yikes.
Oops.
that's kind of like how the originals were anyway. So like, I'm not too surprised.
They did it on purpose, clearly.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a feature. It's a feature.
The thing for me is like this guy just pops off super easily.
Wow,
And
that did look like
Yeah,
it came
yeah,
out
yeah.
so easily.
That's kind of
There are
scary.
these tiny little posts, these white posts here go into the engines on this guy, and I'm like, but like the port on these is like is double the length of these posts. So I'm like, I wish that it wouldn't look as nice, but like the connection would be way more secure if this was like a millimeter or 2 taller. So I wish they did that, but whatever. Yeah, as long as it's just like sitting there upright, which is probably how I have it most of the time, it'll be fine. But looping back around to Victory, I have I'll skip all the preamble. I got my first third-party Transformer from a company who is new, and this is also their first third-party Transformer, and that is the Tyrant Toys Star Saber.
Oh damn,
dude, that's so sick.
the
Yeah,
reds
this guy,
really pop.
not gonna lie,
Oh,
this
yeah.
guy fucks. This guy fucks hard.
100%.
So I at the time the HasLab Star Saber was a thing. I thought that looked rad, but like I had no idea what it was. And and I told myself like, oh, if I watch Victory and I like it before the campaign ends, maybe I'll get it. But that never ended up happening. And so I didn't watch Transformers Victory until years after that had happened. But with a certain other HasLab, I was like, okay, I need to get myself a Star Saber now. But
Heck yeah.
the actual Hasbro HasLab Victory Saber figure set, it goes for astronomical prices on eBay now. And I'm like, I like Star Saber. I don't love Star Saber. I ain't paying that. But this happened to at a very good time get announced and released, and it's basically the the value you're getting is definitely equivalent to that of a commander class transformer, and similar price. A little bit smaller in size, maybe not in height, but in terms of like overall mass. Well, I shouldn't say actual mass though, because there are diecast parts, so it is pretty hefty.
Ooh.
And yeah, I haven't had a chance to transform it yet, but I have messed around with it a little bit. There are like some minor QC things aren't too surprising considering it's. I can't imagine that this is actually this company's first toy that they've ever made. Maybe just under this name, this is their first release
Yeah,
because
that I was gonna say that looks pretty good for a first time
yeah,
out.
it's yeah. There's
Right.
like one. Thankfully, there's one major flaw that's consistent across all copies, and I knew about it before I got it. But so like there's with the way Star Saber transforms and stuff, the Saber's head. This is basically like a helmet on his head, and Saber's head is on like a really tiny, skinny post, and the tolerances out of the box are like super tight. A lot of people's necks were breaking. So I sanded that down out of the box, and now I have kind of like a bobblehead situation going on.
Ooh,
Uh, but it's
I
not too
might have
bad.
a solution for you.
I can still turn it left and right just fine, and then once I have it, positioned on the shelf, like whatever, it stays left to right just fine. So I'm not too worried about it. And yeah, I really like the proportions on this because it's much more closer to the Gundam hero sort of look that Star Saber has in the show. The Hasbro version is really chonky. It doesn't look bad, but like compared to this, it's just like the other one looks like Grandpa Star Saber or something,
Yeah.
So
And
This
this is
looks
like
more anime aesthetic for sure.
yeah. This is
yeah,
like Star Saber at its peak.
Heck yeah.
and it's not like the mold fell out of the back of a truck kind of thing, right? It's
No.
like
Yeah, no. Like all the lines are really sharp.
Nice.
Most of the paint apps are really good. There's some paint chipping here and there, but I don't have anything major. Certainly nothing that you'll notice on the shelf. And yeah, this company has started to release prototype images. They're doing Victory Leo as well. I don't know if I'll get it because I feel like the combination mode for Victory Saber is kind of lame. Um, I kind of get it. Like, they nailed the design of Star Saber, so you don't want to fuck with that too much. So that's probably why Victory Saber isn't all that great. But we'll see. It looks like there's like some sort of alternate mode with their Victory Saber combination mode that's um similar to a different third party Victory Saber. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm a little sus on how it's going to connect because there aren't really a lot of points to connect onto this thing. So we'll see how that turns out. But really, I just wanted a Star Saber because I think he's awesome on his own, and I think this toy very much fills that role. The star of the show, though.
that wasn't the start of the show. Dang.
Oh no, it,
That
Oh
would have
it
been
boy.
absolutely,
funny. Star
it
of the
absolutely
show
was
is
not.
literally the star.
Oh
Star
no, because we're
Saber.
gonna continue with Victory Saber here with Haslab Lyokaiser.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yo. Heck yeah.
Yeah, so I got him in a few weeks ago, but only just a couple weeks ago did I unbox him and start messing around with him. I transformed everything at least once already, but and I don't think this is the final form of how it's gonna live on my shelf, but this is just like all I just slapped, all the things on there at least once just to uh have it all going. And yeah, he's really nice.
Combiners are tough that
Absolutely
way.
huge.
I'd
Yeah.
be so conflicted how to how to display them. Like obviously like they were built to combine, so I feel like you have to do that. But at the same time, they did make alt modes and vehicle modes for
Right.
them.
In
Oh,
my
I'm definitely
mind's
gonna.
eye, it's like they all have their personalities, so
Oh yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
gotta
And the show
display them
was really
separately.
good at expressing most of those. It was pretty fun in that way. Um, yeah, I think I'm definitely not gonna do the shoulder cannon. I think that looks pretty hokey.
It's very tacked on there for
uh,
sure.
yeah. I mean, I don't hate that they at least made an attempt.
Right.
We'll see if DNA has their kit, if they have some sort of like blaster attachment for here, or some sort of like barrel that can clip on. That would be cool. Um, I think I'm gonna end up with Death Cobra on the arm though instead of Hellbat, because while the symmetry of the two jet arms is nice, I'm not really a fan of the blue leg and the blue arm. I do think that it does need a splash of green in there, so I might try it with just Death Cobra as the arm for a little while.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, pretty much everything everyone else is saying about this is spot on. Uh, Combined mode is fantastic. There aren't really any major QC issues. There's some tolerance, some typical like tolerance things here and there, but nothing major. Um, yeah, combined mode's awesome. Obviously, the bots suffer a little bit because of that, but I mean, this big chonker is what you're really buying it for, and if you're complaining about that, then what are you doing? Yeah,
Heck
fantastic.
yeah.
I love it.
Awesome. And so obviously that's it, right? There's not like
Yeah.
actually this is the
Nope.
star.
But wait, there's more.
You know everything I
Oh
said
wait.
about HasLab Victory Saber? Well, actually, no.
I think I completely forgot, but I do have one pickup,
Oh,
and
you do have one to
he's
pick
been
up?
sitting on my shelf. Yeah, let me
Ooh,
grab him. It's
okay.
it's really like to the side, and I completely forgot because it was more or less like oh, I'm there, I'm here at Target, I might as well get something, and that is the
Every toy collector's
Origins.
mistake.
Yeah, Origins. Man E Faces concept art.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I saw.
Yeah,
I've been
he's
seeing that
got
guy.
a little
He looks fun.
poncho. Yeah, he's been shelf warming for a while. I always struggle with like many faces, like face changing mechanic, especially this one. I'm like, what the hell? Because the knob, my sausage fingers cannot turn this knob. There's that face, and then his other face,
Ooh.
which he has like a
Nice.
weird little trunk. I don't know if you guys can see that better,
Mm.
but yeah, that's literally it. His poncho's removable too. His colors are very much different, but the design is pretty similar. Ooh, he just threw his mace. Uh, his design is pretty similar to modern Manny faces. Nope. Pop his arm back on. You have to pop one of his arms off just to, you know, take the poncho off. It's not as easily removed as I hoped it was, but yeah, here he is in his little white gold speedo. Gonna do his thing, swap his head and all that. But yeah, I kind of wish I got like a regular like a modern one to compare it to, but I had no preparation for this. I just completely forgot this guy was even on my shelf. But yeah, I also believe there should be a Skeletor coming out soon, like an concept art Skeletor. So that's gonna be probably my next pickup whenever that comes out.
Mm.
But yeah,
Nice.
as I struggle to put this thing back on, the poncho.
Pancho.
Okay. Sorry. I was doing some Windows rearranging, so I will.
Joestar,
Oh,
don't freak out. You're full screen.
yeah.
oh, oh, um, real quick, Falcon,
Yo.
to fix your loose joint problem there. I started messing with this.
Oh, you got some
I believe
Kikis?
you may have, yeah,
Yeah, I have
Kiki's
some.
loose joint. Yeah, I've been messing with this, and I kind of, I really mess with it
Yeah, I
in a
need to
good way.
use it on. I need to use it at least on the fingers, because the accessories, so his sword and his blaster, it's actually it's similar to the what I was talking about with the Dino King hands. It's a instead of it being pegs, it's a tab slot system. But
Mm,
he has Star Saber has individually articulated fingers, and the ball joints at the base of the knuckle are loose as hell.
eesh. Yeah,
So
that's
I
that's
definitely
a yikes.
I definitely need to throw some Kikis on there. I don't want to do it on the neck though, because I'd rather it be loose than tight, because I don't want the neck to break. So
Right. It is such a small connection too, so
yeah.
I've been messing with it on some of my figures, and I've been tightening my SH Figure Arts Bruce Lee, and it
So funny
works.
enough, I was looking for, because I knew I bought some Kikis a while ago, but I never bothered to start using it. Um, but then like when I got the Star Saber, I got to the point where I'm like, okay, now I have to use it because these fingers are ridiculously loose. I tore apart my room looking in my office here looking for it. I could not find it for the life of me. I'm like, where did I put that?
Oh
Turns out
man.
I put it in a super obvious accessible spot, and I just looked straight past it. So I tore the room apart for like 2 hours looking for it, and it was just right there on top of my toolbox.
I felt that, man.
Okay.
It's a where's my keys situation for
Yeah,
sure.
in your pocket.
Yeah. Or like the even funnier one, where's my glasses? I can't
All
read this without my glasses.
right. Well, I just had like a light bulb moment as to how to arrange the windows on my second screen. So I'm not always juggling, but I will do that at a different time. So uh, I got three things. Yeah, I got three things. Sorry. Um, Joe Star hooked me up with He-Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah, this actually goes into the
the Kiki's
Kiki
discussion. Yeah.
situation. Yeah.
See,
'Cause
master transitions. I am
heck
not
yeah. Yeah.
not unintentional at all.
Yeah, I had to fix the lower abdomen ball joint, like the one that connects to the waist, because it was way too loose. And for I put some Kikis in and I didn't let it dry long enough, so it
Mhm.
was still loose, and I was like, "Whew," I was freaking out a little bit. I'm like, man, maybe my model's just really messed up. And then like it got to a point where I took it apart, put it back together, and then like I was like, okay, I'm just gonna let this sit and then buy a new fig. Lo and
The
behold, I just leave it for 24 hours and it's good. That one War Torn has is the newer one because
Yeah, I
I'm like,
was gonna say, is it the belt is glued on, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Like it's
I
Because
like
don't remember.
a piece that's kind of like rested on top of the
The
okay.
pelvic piece.
ooh, yes.
Oh, because I just
But
noticed that like he has a little bit of a ab gap there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you were trying to
So
raise it up?
yeah. So I mean, even like at like standing position, he kind of has some ab gap. It's not
Oh, interesting.
crazy. Um, he's gonna be kind of like in like the hunched over sitting position anyway because I got Battle Cat. I just have not opened Battle Cat because I have an
Oh.
idea as to how to post it. That's kind of the curse of like social mediaing a hobby of just like I can't open this yet because I have to do a bit first.
Right.
But hopefully y'all will see that at some point. Next month I anticipate some very heavy pickup days because I did get a Coco Throne pre-order in. Granted, I think it is still available on Pulse, but because of that, I'm like, well, I have Baroness, I have Storm Shadow, I have Firefly. I don't really have anyone else to display him, and the thing for me for a long time was I didn't not want to army build at 1/12 scale just because once you start doing that, you start running out of room. But I think with my new
I
like
see some empty wall space behind you.
well, that's the thing. This isn't even my spot. This is my wife's stuff. So upstairs, there's a lot of stuff that is in bins, and I am gonna start doing like rotating like intentional shelves. So once I get Coco, I will put him with some Cobra baddies.
Nice.
Some baddies.
Yeah.
Couple of
Yeah,
baddies.
So these are the Python Patrol style Televipers, which after after a long deliberation, because I wanted someone from the Python Patrol, but the colors are kind of like all over the place because like they obviously got like the maroon and the yellow, but they also have the cross hatch snake scale thing, and then depending on the kind of Python patroller, they sometimes have like the super kind of like vomit looking swamp green. And so I don't know.
Yikes.
That's I don't like
Nice.
I don't like the color Python Patrol. I feel when it first came out, like very much shelf warmed and went into super clearance as a target. Target for some reason like give us Python Patrol, and everyone's like, see ya, goodbye. We're not gonna buy those. But obviously, like Python Patrol was like a popular subline for them, and I thought, and I wanted Televipers. I just didn't like the ones that I saw until I found out that these exist. So I hope whoever was selling these got their return on them because they probably got them on like $10 each, and I definitely did not pay that. But yeah, I really like this. I like the it's almost like very aim coded, just like the yellow.
Yeah.
And especially the head. Like it comes with like exposed heads where like you can see the guy underneath, but I really like this like full helm thing. It looks really cool.
I like the whatever the goggle situation is going on there. That looks sick.
Yeah.
Very menacing.
I assume it's supposed to be like they're in the trouble bubble, and so like they don't need to actually actually
it's
look
like a
around
VR
for
headset
interface
or something.
Yeah. So that was really cool. And then I have no idea if this will show up on camera at all, and we'll talk about it later, so I won't go heavy into it. But I'm starting to organize my card collection of various stuff. So
hell yeah.
So this is the first few pages are these are the G.I. Joe cards from the Kickstarter for the compendiums. Like I said, I don't know. The reflections are way too strong, but that's that. And then there was also
whoa.
Yeah.
That's sick as hell.
It was Russell's like art book. He came with like a bunch of like art cards of like Krakoa era X-Men kind of thing. But if you're in the know, this past weekend was the pre-release for Marvel Superheroes for Magic. So I've been starting to put my stuff together in terms of how I will display it. So I've like made like arranged like themes per page. Like this is my shield section, like a Black Panther page, Fantastic Four page, that kind of thing. So I actually like went through all my cards and started like putting them together. I'm not going to get every card for the set because I would probably go crazy doing that and spend
Are
way
you
more
even
money.
a fan?
I'm clearly not like that super consumer that Wizards of the Coast really want, but I take which is an absolute lie because I spent a lot of money on this set already. But
Hey, at least it's not a Pokemon set.
yeah, and that's the fun thing. I think that these cards are
I've been
gonna
getting
get
into
yeah
exactly that.
I think these are going to be pretty easy to procure. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a set that they reprint a lot, and then I'll save some of my general thoughts for the set in terms of when we get to that section. But in terms of like, you know, something I just got, I was really excited to like have time this past weekend, sit down, you know, arrange stuff, and it was very sad. So it was like doing a puzzle, like a
Right,
puzzle
right.
that I determined for myself, because it's like, well, I have these slots left here and these slots left here, and I'm really jealous of like the Pokemon folks that like have really organized binders, especially like when you put like the insert of like a just like regular art in between like two card sleeve notches. Like all that stuff is like always so impressive to me, and I want to do that for the Marvel sets, you know, as
Yeah,
they
I was
come
gonna
out.
say it's pretty interesting to see how everyone organizes their own binders. Because like you saying how like you have you were kind of just doing it kind of like group based on theme, and then other people I guess in terms of Magic would group it based on like I don't know what is it like energy or color type or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yep,
say
color.
Or
someone
some
someone
people
over
do it
here,
in
this guy is doing it by color.
some
Oh no, not I'm doing it by set number.
yeah, I was gonna
Which
say,
is
and then
by
some
color.
people do it by
That's by
set
color,
number.
right?
yeah, I
Is,
mean
is that by color already?
it's conveniently placed within
Yeah.
color. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I guess if we're technical about it, you're doing it by set number. But yeah.
I think
So.
that's how Pokemon is too. Like the set number is also the energy type.
Oh
Hmm,
yep.
okay. Yeah. You know, I don't think I think I have seen a couple like master set binders before, but I never paid attention to like what the actual order of the cards were. So yeah, that probably is how how it always is. It's also by sheet, I guess, like how they cut it in the factory. So that would make sense.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so that was kind of the excitement of the weekend, is just like pouring over cards. But yeah, we'll get into the toy news now, starting with uh, honestly, I've seen some people think that this is like unhinged, and other people are like, this is absolutely brilliant. So the first thing is the uh, loser headset
Ooh.
from Jada for Street Fighter. This was $50 for all these heads. There was hands for a few. They give you like the busted up claw for Vega.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this was a kind of a crazy set to include, but obviously worth it if you have all these figures, which I'm only missing 2 out of these. I don't plan on getting like Evil Ryu or Violent Ken, but and I don't necessarily want these, but also even if I did, I couldn't get them because this is sold out. Insert graphic here.
Wah, wah.
Whoa, sold out. But really cool set for SDCC. I'm sure they'll restock at some point. Like that, it's too easy to just like make a bunch of heads. So I'm sure like this
Right.
won't stay unattainable forever. Though I don't know if really see anyone like freaking out that they missed out or anything. So maybe people are just like, getting better at like, I didn't get it. It's fine. Or they're
Right.
just silently seething. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
think this is super cool. This is exactly what a con exclusives should be. Um, and yeah, it's a cool way to get some alternate accessories out there without having to buy a whole nother set of figures to get those additional head sculpts. And it's an insane value when you think about it, because anyone that's ever bought some heads online that are painted, um those are usually like, if you're lucky, they're around $20, but usually they're more like around $30 per head. And if you want like crazy high end painted ones, they're like usually double that, like 60, from like a Fet clone or someone like that. Um,
yeah, this is
yeah,
19
this is
heads plus
yeah,
some hands for 50. That's pretty good.
yeah.
Real
It's
solid.
if you're into this line, it's insane value. It
Yeah.
seems like a no brainer, and it's really cool.
Yeah. And on top of that, like most of these except for like the Blanca will work, and maybe the T-Hawk. I'm pretty sure T-Hawk is a different color, but most of these will work on the player 2 heads as well.
Yeah.
Now, Jada, I'm gonna just send this out there. If there's a random Jada employee that's gonna come across this, if you did this for the player 2 heads, uh, I don't care if you like, you know, put a little extra on it in terms of price. I will buy that because I, I, you didn't get me with the player 2 exclusive heads, and kudos to the people who wanted to get the player 2 colors, and there was probably someone out there that was like perpetually player 2, so they got to get used to / learn to love the color of that alt portrait. But they did give some of those figures accessories for the that work for the player 1 version, and that'd be really cool if that was made available at some point, and they charged like $70 for it. I don't know, some people might buy it.
Hey,
Next
next
year's
Yeah.
con
con,
exclusive.
It'll be
same exact thing. The
Yep.
alt colors.
Yep. Do it. I'll buy it.
But twice the money.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't listen to Joestar. Listen
I
to
mean,
me. Make it like
you made yourself a
70.
mark.
But yeah, really cool set. And then they also have the Shinakuma, which again, insert graphic here, sold out. It is not available anymore, but
Rough.
looks really cool. And again, includes some stuff you can use for regular release Akuma as well. But absolutely sick looking. Only $45.
Yeah,
Good exclusives. So,
because this is normally one of their deluxes, right?
um, I'm actually not sure because
Okay.
the Jada pricing has been creeping up over time, so I don't even know like what's what anymore. Like I think by the time their first deluxe came around, it was already like at like a pumped up price. Granted, it's not that much. It's only like, I think the deluxes were gonna be like 30 for like Zangief and stuff, but like with all the bullshit, it went up to 35.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
so,
he's 30 on Big Bad right now.
oh really? Okay.
Yeah, but the newer deluxes are like, yeah, like you said, they're 35. So I don't know if that's just the old price or what.
Yeah. But standard for them used to be 25, now it's 30, which,
Yeah.
no, not going to poo-poo on that. Like that's still pretty good value considering what you get with a Jada Fig and like the construction, the articulation, uh points, all that stuff, Jada is still pretty much killing it in terms of value.
Yeah.
And they know how to do exclusives. They've been doing this like from the get. And it's also it is also kind of dawning on me. It's also one of those things where like they're done now. Like they're finished with like, you know, World Warriors. Granted, they're gonna do alpha, but if World Warriors is all you want, you're done. You don't have to. You don't. You can rest now. you can go on the planet that you can go to the planet that Thanos is growing those weird pineapple prickly pear things, and you can go farm with him. You don't have to collect anymore. You're good.
But what if they start Street Fighter 4 figures?
Oh boy, then you can start over again. I mean,
Crazy.
I don't know what I'm gonna pick up from Alpha. Like, Alpha is not really a game that I have like nostalgia for, and I'm sure there'll be things like Charlie and Dan. I think those guys are in Alpha that I would pick up. I just don't know how much more I will get in terms of SF if Jada continues to do it, but you know, as long as Jada's making good toys, I'll always give them a look. And they're making Scooby-Doo for me, so like there's also that. Like,
oh yeah.
I had that moment where I realized like they haven't done the Scoob wave yet or the Daphne wave, at least for ordering. So
yeah, it's
still waiting.
It's a weird delay there, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, it's also just one of those weird things. We'll talk about it like when we get to that point. But the lost episode of this stream was us reacting to SDCC, so we're coming up on a year also for the channel in terms of like doing streams. So
Yep.
It's just kind of it's almost deja vu, but like it is literally we've seen these figures already in many instances. Like we've seen the Daphne, and they're probably gonna have Daphne again at the booth, and it's like, put it in my hands, Jada.
Right.
I haven't picked up Shaggy, and I probably should have, because I don't know if those actually went up at like the pre bullshit price. Not Jada's bullshit, it's world bullshit. But the I don't know if those ever went up for 25. I totally would have gotten like things like that mummy for 25, but for 30 it's like I'm gonna just wait, because even if it's a really nice figure, I don't need to absolutely spend that extra just for that. But Jada's still killing it, unsurprising to none. And then, speaking of value, this NECA Fortnite TMNT Shredder with Kang back bling is out for order now.
Crazy,
right?
I gotta get some.
Yeah. Oh, and I don't know if anyone's talking about it. Maybe because the crossover is not that crazy, but at least when they were previewing this, they did say if you buy this, you get the skin in game. So
that's cool.
Hell
like,
yeah.
That's like that's value on top of value, right? Like this is already like a good NECA figure, and then for $30, you also just get the skin for free. Hell yeah, let's go. Again, just putting out there for people if they're listening. Hasbro has Marvel Rivals figures. You know, if you included, you know, some lattice when we bought a fig, you know, that could sway me toward buying some figs that I wasn't planning on already buying. So maybe. I always love it when like they add stuff, you know, that in addition to just like the figure itself, that is, you know, usable for a linked property. Like I'm thinking of going back to Magic again. I'm thinking about that Cloud commander deck that comes with a copy of FF7.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, a code for it. It's crazy.
Yeah. Like that's truly insane. But honestly, like good for them. That's like a really cool way to like reward people who are like, you know, maybe they are starting to get into Final Fantasy through Magic, and therefore like, oh, like I'll pop in the game too since I got this deck kind of thing. Yep. And I look forward to getting all the brothers as well. They have made the rest of the TMNT, and they will also all be skins that you would attain when you buy their figures. So
Nice.
pretty neat.
Yeah, I personally play Fortnite like once in a blue moon, so like recently they had a Motu crossover. So I bought, you know, the full bundle. So that's He-Man, She-Ra, and Skeletor. So I'm gonna do the same thing again for TMNT as soon as I can.
And it is also really funny because I've also seen a lot of people are like, why do these designs cook so good? And it's like, I don't know. Fortnite's always kind of been like that. They've always made their designs look good. So it shouldn't be surprising
even
when the
with like
TMNT look good.
the DC crossovers, like what was that? Couple years back, like 3 or 4 years back, like the original Batman skin release for Fortnite looks really clean. They had a new 52 skin, and then they had a Christian Bale skin, and then they did like an original Fortnite skin for Batman, and that one, ooh, nice, really clean.
Heck yeah. But would like to see more things like that. I can't think of a lot of games, but you know that'd be a cool way to just do like tangential learning slash like, you know, creating value for people beyond just like having the fig. Even though the fig is
Once in a
pretty
blue
neat.
moon, we should do we should do a gaming stream or something. That would
Yeah.
be funny.
I was gonna say, like, with all that gaming news, again, if we had time, we could have definitely have talked about a bunch of stuff. Um, but there's already sorry, I'm laughing because again, it's just like white void of space that this Brachiosaurus is in. But this is the Mattel JP3 Brachiosaurus. Again,
This has to
unfortunately,
be. It has to be what the Brachiosaurus saw when the meteor struck. Just nothing but nothing but white.
just white.
Oh no, capitalism!
The giant
Yeah.
$69.99 graphic in front of them too.
Oh man. Well, unfortunately, again, insert graphic here, sold out. You can't get this right now. You have to wait for someone to cancel their pre-order. Also, Target continues to just kind of like own goal in terms of like putting up orders while having promos on, because this went on during the take $10 off a $40 toy purchase, and it worked.
Nice.
So I'm getting this for $60. Thanks, Target. Not an ad.
Yeah, Target.
Definitely not an ad.
Yeah, definitely not an ad. Oh, okay. We're about to talk about Motu, so this is going to be the transition. They did it again. They switched the listing / pictures of 2 figures that are going up for pre-order. It's also super unfortunate that it's like 2 black guys. So it's the movie Origins Triclops and the movie Origins Man at Arms. So the listings are like flipped in terms of like the pictures and the description. So that again, I think this might have been like one of our first streams when they did the Bumblebee. Was it Bumblebee Man at Arms? And
maybe, yeah.
Bumblebee Man at Arms, and then it was, I think it was
Starscream.
No, Starscream came after. It was Skeletor Megatron. So that was the first.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
the
I
first two
always
that
forget
came
because
out.
they always do Bumblebee and Megatron, and then they do Starscream with Optimus. That's right.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Right.
But yeah, they did it again with they did it with those two, and I think they never actually fixed it. Um, and I was listening / seeing in groups like they have not fixed it as of right now. I think you can go on Target and if you look for those listings, they are for each other, so people are actually not sure who they picked. And I did see in some instances where people are like, "Oh, I didn't even notice that. Now I have to check my order and potentially order both, and we have to return one because I only want one and not the other, and I don't know which one they're gonna send me." So. Uh, definitely not an ad target. um, but in terms of Motu, they're also going to put this up soon. I don't think it's actually up, but this is the 2-pack for He-Man and Skeletor. I am kind of not sure why this exists, and I can only find very small details about it that are even different, other than like the toy color Havoc staff, and I think toy color uh sword, and I think maybe
Yeah.
the
So this is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, right?
no, I think it's
Oh,
just
it's
gonna
not?
be, yeah, I think it's just gonna be exclusive on Mattel Creations.
Oh,
So
Weird.
yeah, yeah, and they showed the box. I didn't include the graphic for the box, but the box also is not like super crazy. It's just basically like movie
it's just like
key
a
art.
sleeve or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's movie key art. So I mean, I guess if you can't find this in stores, you can
And
get
then
that.
on the right, the top one is the 2-pack version, right?
Yeah.
Yes, the 2-pack version is on top. So
Yeah, okay.
it's that potentially more blue version Joestar was saying became like a running change potentially.
Yeah. It was like definitely later versions or like the newer versions of the Chronicles Skeletor
It didn't
is
seem like it was
that
that bright
brighter
though.
blue.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Oh, really? I wonder if
It
there
is
was just a
definitely that bright.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I'm already like all I'm missing is the staff, and then that's pretty much the 2-pack
I wonder,
version.
yeah, there must have been like a production snafu where they
100%.
were
That
running the 2-pack ones at the same time, and then they just
yeah.
got mixed up which packaging they were going into. So I wonder if there's going to be 2-packs that have the
Like
duller
the more
movie
dulled down.
coloration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a strong feeling that's going to be the case because oh boy, a lot of people are going to be mad. But
Yeah, because like there's no exclusive accessories. The deco is like only slightly changed. I mean, this is
Right.
like mold reuse, sure, but like
right. And
I
it goes back to what I was saying too, like about He-Man as well, like the crest on the chest. You see the bottom one is a little bit more opaque while the one on top is more clear. It's the same
yeah,
case with the newer He-Man figs.
that'd be
Like
kind of crazy if that cross was glass on the 2-pack
that would be crazy.
version.
Yo.
Whoa.
But
What are we doing?
at the same time, like I don't know. And also on some level, I think the 2-pack will be kind of cheaper, unless, but I don't think you can get free shipping on Mattel Creations. So maybe that kind of counteracts the
Yeah.
cheaper the value that you would get from the 2-pack. But yeah, I mean, this exists. If you didn't pick them up in
This
store
exists.
already, like you
Yeah,
can
I would
grab
say
this.
grab this, especially since it is really hard right now to find a Skeletor in store. Because
Yeah,
I
that's true.
can't find one anymore, so I'm kind of well, I'm not necessarily looking for it anymore, but with the release of the movie, I'm pretty sure people have been picking up more toys in store for sure.
Mhm. But the more interesting release for Mattel Creations is this Orko, which also
Yeah.
kind of spoilers for the movie.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
because this is really cool. I think speaking of glass, I do think the eyes on this are glass though. Like when I was looking
Oh,
at
okay.
them,
Oh yeah.
they do
Yeah.
a close up shot of Orko, and I think they do the glass tech that they use for the dinos for the eyes here. So that's kind of neat. And
Yeah.
he's only
You
$25, so that's not bad at all.
you talking about Battle Cat?
No,
The
this
glass eyes on Battle Cat?
yeah, yes, the glass eyes on Battle Cat,
Oh,
but
okay.
also this Orko I think has glass eyes, which is kind of
That's
nutty.
gonna be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually am hyped for this because again, I am gonna be collecting a lot of the movie line and just Chronicles in general. That's gonna be my main go-to for collecting Motu now. So I'm down. I gotta find me one.
Yep. Yeah, I will be interested to see if there's a retail version of this.
Oh, I
Um,
pray.
because
Probably
I
without
can
the staff, maybe.
I was gonna say maybe they make him like less shiny. They could do like a
Oh,
toy colorway for him, not do the glass eyes, that kind of
yeah.
thing.
Definitely like more of a flat red instead of that glossy red you were talking about.
Hmm.
Yeah. That might be it.
Yeah, or he's gonna
Damn.
become a 2-pack with somebody,
Oh, yeah.
a certain
That's an
somebody
option.
that again is a spoiler for the movie technically. Um, but
I'm like trying to think what you're talking about.
oh wait, did you saw the after credits, right?
Yes. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So so just to be clear, have we all watched the movie here?
No, I only know because obviously I was like, wait, Orko's in the movie, and then yeah,
Okay.
so I know about the post credits.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so Orko's in the movie again, spoilers, but uh, now they
Hoping
got a
for like a
figure. But
brief
yeah, they could,
cameo.
yeah, but they could make a 2-pack. They could. There'd be a
They
person
could.
they could bring them in.
I feel like
If you know, you know.
they yeah. Yeah, I can't really talk more on that because like I feel like that's more spoilers for the movie the more I talk about
Yeah.
the movie. So
But yeah,
Man.
a neat $25 inclusion. Also, not too bad for like a small figure to include like the flight stand and stuff. It's also kind of a funky flight stand. I think it's on like a ball
He
at the
fought me.
base of it, and then and then he has a couple joints on it. So pretty neat for uh a stand. I don't know Mattel's history with stands. I know for Amber Collection, the Raptors came with stands, and I know those were notorious for breaking. So far, mine are okay, and my kids play with those. So maybe other like maybe collectors are a little harsher on their stands than my kids are, uh, but yeah, they're pretty durable so far,
Yeah, I
and
think
it's
the only
but there's
other
always
Motu
a
figure with the stand is Chronicles Orko, I believe.
yeah.
I feel like or not Chronicles, Masterverse Orko.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that
yeah.
was
That's
more
right.
of a just regular clear just stick peg stand. So I mean, aside from that, there might have been some other ones that I'm not remembering. They see it.
Yeah, look
But yeah,
forward to one of one of us is going to end up with this in hand.
it's
So
gonna be me.
we'll let you know. Uh, all right.
Correction, at least one.
At least one.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Uh, Arkham Knight, Catwoman, Falcon, take it away.
Hell yeah. So UPF slash LPZZ continuing the Arkham line here with Arkham Knight Catwoman. This is technically I think this is the third Arkham Knight release for them this year. I want to say Deathstroke was at the very beginning, like January of this year. So this will be the third one. Yeah, so we previously saw some prototypes of this at some trade shows. And a couple weeks ago, they started putting out some teaser images, and then very shortly after, we got all the promo images, and we got pre-orders going up everywhere. I'm seeing different dates from a lot of different people stores. The place I ordered it from has Q2/Q3 of this year, so basically Q3 since we're already at the end of Q2.
Yeah.
But then like I saw
Otherwise
some
they're just shooting them out of the factory into your
right.
hands.
Uh, other places I saw like Q1 27, so I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, she comes with a decent amount of accessories, lots of alt hands, 2 different like jewel holding hands, which is pretty cool for Catwoman, obviously. Um, I would have wished for at least one more alternate head, so you get an alt head with the goggles down and one with the goggles up. They both seem to be battle damaged though, so like she has like some cuts and bruises on her face. I would have wished for at least one more with like some sort of like smirking face or something like that. A couple of whip accessories, and then I forget what they're called, like the caltrop or something. The things that throw and
Oh, the
can.
bolus.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm thinking of then. Um, Yeah, so like accessory wise, totally fine, but like price is a little high. This is actually $5 more than all the previous figures, and it comes with fewer accessories. Typically with like female figures, you would expect like a slightly reduced price because that's usually like with an SHF or something like that. The female figures are usually a little bit cheaper than the male ones. So I don't know if it's just like production costs or something or whatever new factory they're using because I think they've popped around factories a few times.
Mm.
Uh, But yeah, looks pretty solid. I'm sure it will be considering their track record so far. Um, yeah, so I'm excited to add another character to the Batman Arkham collection.
Yeah. Again, the uh every like product shot I've seen of this is like wow. Like it
Yeah,
has that like oomph factor that this company has been just consistently hitting every time, whether
yeah,
it's Batman or Nightwing or that Deathstroke. They just all just look good.
yeah.
They just
And
look
the
good.
articulation on this looks like it might be pretty wild because the cuts for her butterfly joints look like they go almost all the way to the spine in the back.
Oh,
So her arms are gonna be able to go literally all the way back. It's gonna be nuts.
all right. Yeah, can't wait to see you with it in hand.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, let's see who we got next. Oh yeah, this big boy. Uh, I always forget like how much bigger Sigma is than the X cast, but yeah, he's gonna be standing at 7 inches, towering over these guys. Wired cape, multiple hands, the beam saber effect. Yeah, the highest Sigma is gonna be.
He's gonna be
I,
the
I
Sigma. Know what
yeah,
I'm
I was gonna say
saying?
I that I want to say that this won't come out until like next year or potentially even like the year after that. Some of the Haya ordering windows are very long. So it's going to be one of those things where like I order it and then it's just going to be like, the clock ticking away and then at one point I'm going to just have it in my hands and I will have forgotten that I even ordered it. So um I look forward to this. It looks so good. Haya does great work. I wish they had more consistent like availability in the US because all the stuff that they do is really nice. And the Sigma is no exception. Like just I really hope that like the product shots are really indicative of what this looks like in hand because they really nailed the greens. The cape looks really nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be so happy to finally have like X figures in my display, man.
Oh
After
yeah.
waiting for so long. after so long, after hemming and hawing over like the X releases that actually have happened, and then like Haya is like, don't worry, we got you, man, we got you, and please please don't make the Mavericks, dude. Please don't do that, Haya. You can stop. We're done at these three. Unlike other companies, I don't want to see how expensive like a Storm Eagle or like a Spark Mandrill or like a Flame Mammoth will be. Yeah, I think
I looked up the estimated date for this, and I'm like, yo, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm like, is this gonna get made?
Like that's even worse than Yamaguchi's pre-order dates. Jesus.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't mind since I didn't have to put any money down, but it's one of those things where I'm gonna forget that I even
Okay.
ordered this by the time it comes out.
Where'd you get it from?
I got it from Entertainment Earth, not an ad.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, yeah, I feel like Entertainment Earth has pretty good because it's obviously an import, like the import inclusion on the price is not too crazy, and like I said, I can set and forget it. There's no down payment, stuff like that. Entertainment Earth has been pretty good about, anytime I've had orders from them, it's always good. There's a lot of people who don't like Entertainment Earth, and I don't know why. It is kind of funny. I think they did sass me once back in the Twitter days, because I had ordered a bunch of stuff in the same order, and then they all came to the facility at the same time, but they sent it to me in 3 different packages, and I was like, I on Twitter I was like, hey, like, by the way, like, is there a way that we can like ask for like less packaging usage or anything like that?
Yeah,
Because
consolidate
I feel like
the shipment.
because like Entertainment Earth boxes are also like really well constructed. Like it's not like Amazon where like I've gotten boxes that like barely held together. It's not like Hasbro, like we're gonna send you a box that's twice as big as the item inside with no packing. Like Entertainment Earth is very concise with their packaging, but the packaging is really good. But I also don't need that 3 times over in like this in literally the same order number, right? So at that point, just send it to me as one thing. It saves them money, right? And so like it was just weird. I got this reply of like, well, we try to get our packages out to our customers as soon as possible. So you're just kind of they didn't say that you had to deal with it, but like they basically did. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just trying to save you money, man. I know how much cardboard boxes cost. Like it adds up if you keep doing that. and that's the thing too. Like they also came from the same origin facility. So somebody that day either was just like, yeah, we're gonna just waste 3 boxes today. Like that's just weird. I don't know. That's just kind of
they just walked into the facility and said, "Fuck it, we ball." Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember if I told you about that one video I saw where like a guy for his business needs like pool noodles. So there was
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah, where he ordered like 500 pool noodles or whatever, and like Walmart sent it to him in like 1 pool noodle per box. And like that's insane. So that's truly like someone was mad at work and they're like, yeah, we're gonna screw over this.
And well, it's wild because he got previous orders and it's just like they just sent him the display case, and so he ordered more thinking he was just gonna get the display cases. But yeah, someone just took a pallet worth of boxes and put 1 pool noodle into each box, and like
that's so
he had a buddy there, and then like the FedEx guy was just like, yeah, dude, I don't fucking know.
He's like, yeah, I just deliver these.
I just work here, man.
Easy day for him. Like the boxes aren't heavy or anything.
His 1 delivery of the day.
Yeah, he can be like, yeah, I need the whole shift to deliver that, like for real. Like no one would dispute that.
He did his truck.
Yeah. But yeah, just I don't know. I don't know if something's happened in the past with people with Entertainment Earth, but I always feel like that's like the last place anyone orders from, or like no one ever talks about them in terms of ordering. So like if someone knows, please let me know. If they're like a company I shouldn't be supporting or something, like I'll definitely like hear you out. But for the most part, I personally do like them for the times that I have ordered from them. And even with that like sass back at me, I was just like, okay, that's just kind of weird, but whatever. I was just kind of I was just weirded out that like three things in the same order from the same facility got sent in three different boxes. That's just weird to me. I would think that the picker would see like, oh, this person has this thing and it's like the same product line. If I remember correctly, it was like the same wave of figures, three from the wave, and yeah, I just think
Right.
that's weird. Um,
I do know that Entertainment Earth is also a distributor for the US. So
yes, yeah,
I wonder if it's just like toy tubers that somehow have inside information or something that are just complaining about that side of Entertainment Earth, and that's how, and then people just repeating that opinion or something.
yeah. Well, I guess I would say like no one's badmouthed them. Like it's just people
Oh,
like
okay.
never talk about them, and I always think that's weird. Like people will be like,
Mm.
oh yeah, it's sold out on BBTS and Pulse and Amazon. It's like,
Okay.
and then
Yeah. Yeah.
like you'll
Yeah.
check Entertainment Earth, they're like, I mean, they have stock slash pre-order still. You can go
Yeah.
to
And
them.
it's even more weird when you consider that for some godforsaken reason, people are still sharing links for pre-orders on GameStop. I really boggles my mind why anyone would do that in year of our Lord 2026,
Yeah.
because now they're charging for more than retail on everything.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, maybe you were a GameStop Rewards member. Well, they're getting rid of the main reason to be a GameStop Rewards member now.
Yeah.
So
Now
I don't know
you
why
get
anyone would do
MSRP if
business.
you're a GameStop rewards member. Like that's
Oh,
that's
whoop de doo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
it's
feel like after that eBay fiasco, now they're like, okay, let's make money. It's
y-
like, bro, what?
which is insane. That's so
Right.
insane. That like that's the thing too. Like if I was like more conspiracy brained, I would almost feel like Amazon is asking them to put their stuff up at higher
Mm,
prices. That way their algo can be like, well, we're averaging the prices and GameStop has it for $3 higher. So ours is $2 higher than normal, but it's better than GameStop. Like that those 29.99 standard Hasbro pre-orders on Amazon boggle my mind every single time I
yeah.
see them. Like who is
Yep.
who is actually pre-ordering at this price? Like they're getting
Well,
screwed.
now because of GameStop, now it's because GameStop upped their prices again, so now it's like 31.99.
Yeah. So in comparison to the layman who doesn't know anything about the pricing and like good luck
Yeah,
finding stuff in store, it's like
right,
32.99 on GameStop is like, well, that's really high. 29.99 on Amazon seems reasonable at that point.
right.
So yeah. Anyway. um Speaking of inconsistency, maybe. So I don't know.
Boy.
I don't know low cost collection, but this has been hitting Reddit in terms of the size comparisons for this. And I was kind of annoyed because in their graphic they have them flipped for actual tiger mode. So I flipped the image so everything is going to be all
Yeah, okay.
the
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
like
You're right.
but it is direct like 1-to-1 on top of each other. And yeah, the thigh gap continues to be like really evident on the
Divisive.
playmates. Yeah, like obviously legacy collections theirs has a little bit of a thigh gap as well, but like the playmates one being so short and having that like can kind of continues to that like the weird shape problem
Hmm.
that it has. I'm sure it's going to be able to like, articulate the legs a little bit more, especially in comparison to like, the past versions of it. But yeah, it continues to look a little odd in comparison to other Tiger Sorts of
Yeah.
the past. Not
Especially since
necessarily.
I'm looking at the visor on the Playmates one, and it doesn't go as far back as the other ones either. So it's very noticeable.
Yeah,
On it's like the differences are like very, very like jarring to me.
yeah. So,
Yeah, I'm not a particular fan of the on the chest where the tiger head is, like that, like the, I guess it would be like the mane if it was a
Oh
real
yeah.
uh well, I guess do tigers even have a mane? I don't know.
no, yeah, I was gonna say tigers don't really have a
Yeah,
mane.
I guess if this was a lion and that was the mane, like I think that piece is supposed to like shift in and out in reality, but I think on the Playmates one they just have it where um
Oh, you're
it's just
right.
always shift in and it's showing the reds. Because on the previous toys
Uh,
that those pieces would
Yeah,
shift in to show the
the red
red.
goes away. I
Yeah.
hope that person didn't mistransform it and
I think it's
forgot.
just one solid piece from the images I saw. Yeah,
Rough.
it's something I clocked
rough.
when it originally got leaked, but it wasn't a good enough image to see like if it was just mistransformed or not. But on these images, on the images we've gotten since then that have been better quality, it looks like it's just one solid piece. But I could be wrong.
Oh,
I don't know.
wait, but they have it mistransformed on the tiger modes too, though. They don't have the chess
Oh, they don't
piece
have
Yeah,
the
shown.
I don't
red
remember
showing out.
which
Yeah.
when it should be, but I know on the other ones it does move because you can see it back behind there on the other ones.
Okay,
Um, so I'm 90% certain it does
okay,
move on the
okay.
older toys,
Yeah.
but I'm also 90% certain on the Playmates one it doesn't.
All right. Well, I feel like this is like the fourth time we've covered Tiger Zord. So Tiger Zord watch continues. We
Next time we see it, it'll be in pickups because War has it.
yeah. Yeah. Basically, I hope so. Uh, I do still want this, but again, it it is just kind of jarring when you see them next to previous releases. Um,
Right.
and I really hope that the design changes they have made are in order for it to like better uh conform to like the rest of the releases, right? With
Yeah.
the rest of Thunder
Oh right.
Megazord, because it still has to be able to do that. Um, the Dragon Sword is also up in the air about like how's it going to scale, how's it going to interact with the rest of the Zords.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's going to have to be like pretty chonky in order to accommodate for the original Dino Megazord stuff, but that just be how you know the construction of like these kind of combinable toys are. Like you're gonna have to make some concessions in order to make it look correct across different things, but obviously
Yeah.
without context it's always gonna look a little odd. So hopefully this thigh gap is in fact justified, but otherwise it is it is very noticeable.
Right.
Oh yeah.
All right. Uh
Speaking
of
speaking
thigh
of,
gap.
More thigh gaps. Yes. Okay.
Oh
yo
man.
dog.
The Gooner allegations. Let's go.
That's so funny. All right. Incredible clip. The SH Figure Arts Psylocke has been revealed, so everyone was wrong that it was in fact not Magneto. Uh, and yeah, we'll just say that design sensibilities and consumer sensibilities have changed, as you can see with the design of the original game model of Psylocke versus now Psylocke. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of makes the Mofex Psylocke look really dumb.
Yeah.
Like the Mofex Psylocke looks so emaciated in comparison to honestly both Hasbro's interpretation and Figure Arts interpretation of the same model. So I guess you could argue that the Mofex one is just Jim Lee versus like Gamerverse,
Yeah.
but yeah, uh, you can. I feel like a lot of people are regretting their Mofex Psylocke purchases upon the reveal of this Figure Arts one.
Yeah, I think I feel like the Marvel Legends one got, is a good middle ground in terms
Mhm.
of the where they went with the sculpt. SHF, like this is just like Chun-Li levels of craziness here, and it's just like, what are you guys doing?
It's
There.
the character creation scales. They just fucking put it all the way up, man,
Okay,
for the thighs.
yeah.
Yeah, I should have arranged it so it is Mafex at the end, and then Hasbro, and then the figure arts, and then the original picture. But yeah, the proportions are interesting. Let's just say, to be respectful.
Jar worthy. No, I'm joking. No,
Oh, God.
No,
crazy,
no.
crazy.
Um,
The one thing I noticed the difference between the Mafex and the SH and also the Marvel Legends one is like the accuracy on the leg bands, I guess.
Hmm.
They
mhm.
Marvel Legends and the SH went for the cross bands for the top one, but when concept art is more or less the just single straight band, or at least two of them, but that's all they got though.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too, because I think a lot of people have been talking about that in particular, just because like I don't know, maybe the game model will pop out
Yeah,
of
the
the.
game model is cross.
It
True.
is cross.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, uh we will hope that safe search is on.
Yeah, see, that's
Oh yeah.
weird because they
Oh wow.
they went for it went on the thighs, but I feel like the bust on the game model is also bigger than what SHF went for, which is weird because you think that they would also go for that.
Okay,
Right.
this other leg is also just kind of going nuts on the
Oh,
bands
yeah,
though.
for
This is
the
like
leg
this
bands.
weird, there's like weird tiger striping, but this sprite shows like them standing straight up, and they do have the X band on one
Yeah.
and kind of on the other one. So yeah, maybe it is more sprite based.
Yeah, it could really be the limitations of the sprite art, especially at that scale.
Yeah, I think
Cuz
it goes in a different direction, so it doesn't look like it from all angles.
Okay, yeah, interesting.
Uh, yeah, there's a let me how can I share this?
Uh, I was gonna say, I will say, I was also bringing that up because that's how that was a complaint about the Gamerverse War Machine
mm,
when that came out, because that's based off of the concept art, but that version of War Machine basically appears nowhere in terms of actual sprites, because it's just a Iron Man recolor.
Right.
So uh so in this case, it seems to be more based off the sprite versus the concept art, so there's no consistency there. Um, and then on top of that, no one has done the Crimson Dawn mark over her eye. Apparently, everyone is just gonna not do that.
oh, yeah.
uh,
Right.
like that's a very comic specific thing as to why she even has that, and it's not even present on like current Sidelock. So uh, either version, either Quanon or Betsy. So I kind of understand not including it, but it's just kind of weird. Like no one's done that.
Right.
Maybe they'll include like a alt head that has it or something. But yeah, it's very interesting to see the differences across the companies, how they've done her. It is this Gamerverse Figure Arts one does seem like super stylistic, and it will be interesting to see with the rest of their offerings how it will like even compare, because again, this is the same company whose Gamerverse Cyclops was a little bit of a little bit divisive because he wasn't tall, or at least like not significantly taller, like to the point where like there was a company that was
Oh, right.
selling an insert to make him taller.
0 out of 10.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Scrap
go
it.
that far,
Scrap
but
it.
yes, I know I know who you're referencing. That's wild, but yeah. So again, just pointing out the differences between the figs. You have very much a whole spectrum of Psylocks to pick from. If you're a Psylocke fan, you're probably gonna pick up all these anyway. But yeah, so I did not I didn't know how to show this on slides, but I also did hear that for sure the next villain is going to be blue. Is going to be a blue figure, so a lot of people think it's going to be Venom. So we'll see what
makes sense. I heard it was gonna be a male and it was gonna be blue. I didn't hear it was gonna be a villain, but I guess I didn't look close enough.
Yes, there is a little bit of confusion because they did say it's gonna be there is supposed to be like a pattern. So I think it was
3
like
males, 1 female.
Yeah, 3 males, 1 female. But now it looks like it's gonna be like villain and then 3 male heroes, and then
Oh, so the pattern is actually 3 males, female, villain, and then it
yeah,
restarts.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, essentially that. So
Okay.
cool. All right. But obviously they're not beholden to that. That's just like what everyone's been saying, or what the current production line seems to be pumping out. So we'll be excited to see what else this figure comes with, because obviously Figure Arts is gonna come with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. And then I think that's we're heading into Hasbro territory. So we got some SDCC sets. We got Stumpy Jazz and and Optimus is not as Stumpy, but I do like the cereal box packaging with the
that's really sick with the
Energon
energy
cubes.
or Energon cubes for cereal.
And it's
Love
even
it.
in like a bag inside of it. Like there's still
it's
like
a
a
cereal
that's
bag.
even sick.
but it's in a bag.
You know, it would have been really cool. Wait, there's not like a bunch of like cardboard Energon cubes in there as like filler, is there?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think
That'd be
so.
sick.
But that would be funny.
That would be really funny. I really hope that's the case. I don't think they'll do that, but that would be incredible. That'd be a fun way to like have that like in like if you keep the box, then just make a whole bunch of like small like painted cardboard cubes, or like just get a bunch of like craft paper and do that. That'd be really fun.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And then this gem crossover.
Gem and the holograms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm actually kind of digging those colors. Like it's very outlandish, but I'm digging it.
Very 80s. Yeah, and he comes with a guitar accessory as well, which is pretty fun. And then I think that trailer is new for the Optimus, because that's the deluxe class Optimus, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure this trailer is new for that. So that's also pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Were you in for either of these?
No, these didn't.
Not even for the cereal box.
Really. No. These don't have a space in the collection. I'm trying to keep the Transformers somewhat limited.
Put it in the pantry. No one will ever know.
There's even less space in the pantry, so it's definitely not going in there.
Yeah, you don't want to open that box, think it's a cereal, and then just pour out a bunch of cardboard that's painted pink.
Cardboard cubes. Definitely not. Definitely not.
But yeah, but they're really fun options in terms of
again, like this, like really solid. Like this makes sense for con exclusive sort of items.
Yep. And I think that's it, right? Now we've seen all the Hasbro con exclusives across their lines.
believe so. Yeah, because we got the throne for Cobra Commander.
Yeah, as well as
We got
the
the
Throne.
2 Marvel Legends ones.
yeah, and then the TF ones, and then
And
Star
we got the
Wars.
Star Wars ones. Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, that's everything. This was the last.
Unless they surprise us with some Ghostbuster stuff, but I doubt it.
Oh, actually, there was
That'd be
Ghostbusters stuff.
nuts.
I just didn't talk about it because I don't believe any of us are big Ghostbusters heads unless you're
Yeah, I know.
really hiding that. They I think they specifically revealed on Ghostbusters Day Ghostbusters SDCC merch, so or
Oh, okay.
offering.
Yeah.
So I from what I heard, the Ghostbusters people liked it, but I almost feel like there's not a single thing the Ghostbusters team has made that the Ghostbusters community has disliked. So there's also that.
Right.
I think
Right.
I think that line is so narrow in terms of like what they know people want that like they kind of they're gonna bat 1,000 on that. So
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I'm
also
unsurprisingly,
there's like
pretty
for
sure
Ghostbusters
it's
people,
just
they're like, "Oh my god, there's Ghostbusters merch. I need to buy it."
yes.
exactly what I was gonna say. I think that's all they really want. They just want
Our
stuff,
annual release is here. Finally, I can spend money.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
gods have spoken. Praise Hasbro.
They brush off their phone collected dust and they log into their banking app for the first time
Yeah.
in the year. I can finally use this. But yeah. So all the SEC exclusives for Hasbro have been revealed, and they're all pretty fun. They're because there's also I want to say that that weird monster thing for GI Joe, as well as
Oh yeah.
the shipwreck who's been like brainwashed with like
Oh, right. Yeah,
they have like they're kind of doing like a build a mass device thing because they have I think it's the console that you plug in those parts that were from like the ketchup and mustard divers, the breaker, and the polar bear snake eyes set. Like I think you can plug those into the one that's comes with shipwreck and like the I'm pretty sure she's like a named character, but like the female Cobra soldier, like
Right.
they're building out like a mass device set this quietly. I don't think they've ever said it's like a build a dio kind of thing, but that's exciting because potentially that means other teams will maybe do that in the future if that really pops off for GI Joe. But before we get into that, we still got a few more Transformers things that Falcon wanted to touch on. So uh, there was there a stream or was this just kind of like a product drop?
No, yeah, there was a video. I think Transformers has been weird lately. Like sometimes the items go up for order before they even announce them or something. I want to say the stream was like an hour before these went up for pre-order or something, or the day of they went up for pre-order. But yeah, this is even though this isn't the final wave of the year, we're already getting into a crap ton of reuse and retools and repaints.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But there's two items that you wanted to talk about in particular.
Yeah, so on the right is one of the leader class releases from the wave. And so this is a Unicron soldier. It is a retool of Megatronus Prime, which is a figure that pretty much everyone liked. And so this is a callback to a Transformers Cybertron toy where it was like a Unicron tank sort of figure.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember this.
Yeah. And so when this got revealed onto the leak list, people were anticipating something similar to that, and sure enough, that's what we're getting. It's a little light on the paint, but I think it does the job pretty well here. I'm definitely not someone that is gonna make the space or spend the money on something like a HasLab Unicron, even if you could get that at a reasonable price these days. That's still way too big for my collection. Um, but I love Armada, so it would be nice to have a Unicron in the collection. So I may or may not pick this up. We'll see. Um, but speaking of Armada, we also have on the left here this Red Alert and Minicon pack. So this is Powerlink's Red Alert. And then he is packaged with a crap ton of Minicons that we are missing from the newer figures that we've been getting in Legacy and Age of the Primes. So we've got I forget all the minicons names, but the first one there is Starscream's partner minicon. The next one, and then the two below it are the Vorpal Saber. I think I said that right, which is just the actual version of Star Saber that Nemesis Prime should come with. But apparently, someone asked. I think they asked Evan. Someone asked Evan like, why didn't Nemesis Prime come with the evil version of the Star Saber? And they said they weren't sure if they were ever going to literally be able to use this mold again and release these figures. So they were like, all right, let's just do the regular Star Saber first. So yeah, at least
like
that.
not able to use it, like the mold was degrading,
No, like
or
as in they didn't know if they would have an opportunity to put that product out again. Basically, if they were
oh,
going to,
okay,
Oh, okay.
like if they would
okay.
be able to find a justified reason to release that product again, basically.
Oh, gotcha.
So we're getting that version in the set here. And then we're getting, I think that next one is Long Arm, which is Red Alert's minicon. And then we got Leader 1, which is Megatron's minicon. Then we've got Sideburn, I think is the name they used for Optimus Prime's minicon. And then the last funky looking dude is Wheeljack's minicon.
Okay.
Nice.
And then
I
we
thought it was just me that he looked like that, you know? But,
he's like a little like jet looking dude. And
okay.
yeah, it's like he kind of looks like a stealth bomber, like a stubby little stealth bomber.
Okay.
So he's basically just a big triangle, and so then yeah, when he
I'm sure that the TF
unfolds, he looks
community
weird.
was being very normal about finally getting these
Oh,
with unrelated figure.
um,
Or
well,
I guess
so
they
like
are related, but like you know
so
what I
I
mean.
mean, so for full context, this set is $80.
Yeah.
And honestly, with everything going on these days, I feel like you're getting pretty good value here.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty
I,
good.
I would
Okay.
almost, not quite, but I would almost go as far to say as it feels like you're basically getting the Red Alert figure for free.
No,
Yeah.
I was
Bonus.
trying to calculate in my head, like I don't know if these would be like core class level, but like
No,
they're definitely the pricing would probably be about what core class was at one point,
yeah.
right?
So actually when this set was announced before it got effed by tariffs and the price went up even higher, um, I calculated the per cost, like per like the imaginary retail price of a minicon was about like $7 to $8 because
Yeah.
at the time, core class was $10, and then a headmaster back in the day was like $5. And so this is somewhere in between that. So I was like, okay, like $7 to $8. And then like if you do the math backwards, it roughly works out to that as well.
Mhm.
Um yeah, so if you consider like, okay, like, and this is like $80 and you're getting 8 minicons. So it's like it feels like you're getting the Red Alert for free. But if you do the new price for Voyagers, which is 43, the per minicon price for this comes out to like 462 or something like that, I think. So it's whichever way you cut it, this is actually a really good deal. And
Yeah.
Red Alert is a good figure as well. So
I was gonna say,
yeah.
and I'm gonna just take a second to plug a unrelated thing. Just like in general, the toy Reddits that I've been in have been pretty solid, and so if you find yourself like getting this and you don't even need the mini cons, like for whatever reason, if you just like wanted the Red Alert or certain mini cons that you want and others you don't, see if other people want them, and just like don't scalp the pricing on these. Granted, shipping is so expensive right now. It sucks. Having shipped out like 6 things out to fellow Marvel Legends Reddit people, those prices blow. But
Oh yikes.
but if you're doing the community solid, honestly, that I think it's worth it. Yeah, it's uh there's so many times that you get stuff of like pack-ins like this and people don't want all of them, or they want like a few pieces but not others. I think more often than not, the community needs to be more open about like, hey, I don't need this, does anyone want to split this with me? And I think that would just make everything so much better. I see so many people sometimes like in 2-packs. It doesn't matter which toy community it is, like toy packs. They're like, I wanted this one, and another person down the line will be like, oh, I only wanted this one. It's like, all
Yeah.
right, please find each other, and if it makes
Right.
sense, split. Like it's just that easy. So sorry,
Yep.
I just had to say that real quick because, like you said, like these mini cons, for whatever reason, did not come out with their partners, but now that they are here and not everyone needs them, share
Yeah.
the love with people.
And then I guess the last thing worth noting is that these are not the original molds. I mean, one, they're too old at this point to be reused if they even still exist. But these have the designs on all of these have been modified so that they can actually be connected to the actual Transformer bots, because on the original Armada toys, they had the peg on there for the mini cons, and then the mini cons would have a port that goes onto the peg to activate actions. And these days, it's kind of the opposite with most figures, where a lot of Transformers figures will have 5mm ports if you want to like add accessories or like armorizers or weapons or whatever to them. And so a lot of these mini cons have their design has been slightly tweaked such that they have some sort of flip out 5mm port on them so that they can be tacked on to your main Transformer robot figures.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And that should be it for anything. Was there anything else in the wave that was of note, or like you're like, oh, I might pick that
We're
up later?
I'm not trying to think. I guess for just like the general audience, the main figure of actual note is probably Swindle, so that you can finally complete your Bruticus.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and he comes with his like he has like the blaster that turns into like a trailer, so that somewhat justifies the Voyager class price. Uh yeah, that was it.
Okay. Good showing for TF. Yojo June is still going, and we're probably going to see the actual figure reveals of these for the stream this week. Not gonna lie, if you have been on the Discord, and you should join the Discord if you haven't already, we had predicted about what the Yojo June streams were going to be about, and we were totally wrong. uh, we're weirdly in this, like, we see the render reveal. Oh, yeah, we see the render reveals one week, and then we see the actual product reveal the next week. Okay, sure. Like, I'm happy to see it, in rapid succession, but I also think it's kind of odd. Of the ones that they showed, these were the ones that stick out to me. Toxo Viper continues this, like, under the helmet slash, the looks of Cobra Troopers. They kind of look a little sickly slash, like, zombie looking. It's all that energon or whatever that they're huffing, the dark energon, affecting their just like their entire being. Haunted looking, if you will. So that's kind of the only reason why I'm interested in that guy. I don't know if it will fit in my vision for the Coco Throne and, the adjoining Cobra Troopers, but, you know, if he continues to look cool, I might grab that. The Frag Vipers also have this, like, haunted dark energon corruption look that, like, very much appeals to me, even though I don't like everything else about the Frag Vipers. I don't need the weird, like, scoop grenade launcher thing.
Yeah.
The helmet is kind of weird. I might try to look for those, just like someone selling those loose, like, without everything else. But yeah, like I said, that haunted look is just, I don't know, it calls to me for whatever reason. They said
crazy.
it does. That's how I feel about a lot of these toys. Like, they call to me and say buy or pre-order.
Do
this
it.
this yeah, it's like the Green Goblin mask. Coward. Pre-order me. The uh the Duke also looks kind of interesting. I co- I can definitely see if you put, like, just like a generic head or helmet on this guy, head swap him, like, you can just have, like, a bunch of just, like, generic Joes. I I kind of want that because I wasn't as thrilled about the green shirts I was initially, but this kind of look is more to the sensibility that I want. I'll wait to see what it looks like in the render reveal, but I don't know how I feel about this vest that he comes with, because it has like the scissors in one pocket, and there's like a billion magazine holders and stuff, but I don't know if that's
Hell
like
yeah.
what I want. I think it's also weird because he has a pistol holster and a knife holster, but he comes with two pistols. So I don't know if
Yeah, I
he.
was wondering if maybe there's one on the back of the belt or something.
Yeah, maybe that's where I would think it would
Wait,
be.
why does he have scissors? You're right. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure this is reused from a different figure. I just can't think of the figure that comes with scissors right now. And then already completely forgot what this chick's name is, but she just looks really cool. She honestly, like, I know she's, like, Iron Grenadier coded, so she has, like, the Destro skulls and, like, the silver and gold stuff, but and I truly love this, like, fanned out thing of hundreds. That's awesome. There needs a growing uh was a growing collection of, like, various, like, money accessories is definitely growing for me. But the head sculpt, the at least for the render, looks really neat. So I would be
Also, she
interested to
has a
see.
boob window.
I would be interested to see where she can fit in on potentially just, like, the bad guy shelf, or if she can be head swap with someone. And then I gotta just touch on this just very briefly. I don't want to harp on pricing any more than I have to. But the Avalanche response guy and the Dusty Sandstorm pack came out, and they're a little bit more pricier than previous comparable offerings. The Avalanche responder is akin to the Cop and the Fireman. I want to say the Cop ended up being like 41. I think the Fireman was 40, but for some reason I remember it being 35. So I would have to check again on those, but this is 43. And granted, you do get a lot of stuff with him between the skis and the
Stretcher and
all that stuff. But like I don't know. That's a that's a that's a big adult dollar right there. And then this Dusty, I was like, I do like this Dusty. I'm tempted to call him Guns Out Dusty because he has no sleeves. But 52 for like an animal buddy pack is really high, and I honestly don't even like the look of the coyote very much because I think
it's rough.
I want to say they might be only slightly downscaled versions of like the wolf legs, and like coyotes don't look like that.
No,
they straight up don't.
It's clear they just slapped the legs on there, you know?
Yeah, it definitely looks like that.
Yeah, unless they're gonna be like, oh, it's a coy wolf, that's why it looks awkward, and it's like I don't know. I think the team is usually very good with animals, and I feel like the swole coyote is just not it for me. But at the same time, and I haven't said this in a bit. I mean, that coyote is chonky, and coyotes are not chonky.
He did not miss the Joe protein.
The Joe. It's again, I haven't had to say this in a bit, but like insert sold out graphic here, because this Dusty is gone from Pulse, which honestly surprised me. I really thought that was gonna sit, but people did not balk at this $52 price point. That used to be a 2-pack, like a 2 whole figure pack, not an animal pack. Like
don't the animal packs usually go on sale too?
Yes, they usually do.
Oh dang! Yeah.
I got my Mutton Junkyard for under, and I thought 40 was pretty nuts for Mutton Junkyard. So, a $12 increase is honestly kind of insane. And then the I want to say like the Naga hide was only 35, but I also might be confusing that for like the sale pricing, because that guy also like went to super sale pretty fast. But like, yeah, I don't know, I don't know if this is $52 worth of Joe, but like I said, people proved me wrong that it sold out like almost instantly. I'm honestly at a loss for words for how seemingly popular this was. I don't know if he sold out in other places, but I know on Pulse he's for sure gone.
I really wonder if Hasbro. I mean, I said this at the time, and I've maybe seeing the actual real life implications of that thought, where in like 2022 and 2023, hopefully everyone is aware of the fact that in hindsight, Hasbro was overproducing figures across all of their lines, and so that's why we got a lot of like Ollie specials and stuff. And so they said, like, part of Mr. Chris Cox's changes, that they were going to reduce their stock on hand, reduce their warehouse space. And so I figured at the time that the pendulum was going to swing hard in the other direction. So they were going to overcorrect and underproduce items. And I think we're still in that realm of underproducing, because I've noticed that because with Prime Day this week, I was starting to look to be like, all right, what should I keep an eye out on for a good sale? And so I noticed that both the new Maul figure for Maul Shadow Lord is already sold out on Amazon and and on Pulse, and the deluxe Mando figure for the movie is even sold out as well. Something that you would think that they would, the movie figures, you think that they would make a crap ton of those. But that's also sold out on both Pulse and Amazon right now. I don't know if they're going to get restocked. They might, because I did go on Entertainment Earth and it said that they were uh, the pre-orders are closed for them because they sold out on pre-orders. But they said they're coming in July, both of those figures. So there's more stock coming for them. But yeah, I wonder if all of that is to say that I wonder if the pre-order allocation numbers are lower because also the production run numbers are still suppressed.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have not been as quick on the draw as I should have been, uh, but I had been trying to look at stock numbers as these pre-orders go up, and my my guess is that the unit allotment is like about 8K per SKU.
And that's usually, yeah, that's what the normal like retail like 20 whatever $28 figure is. Like if it's a normal mainline wave, that seems to be pretty consistent. That's what, when I first learned about tracking stock numbers, that's what I recall it always being. But sometimes on stuff like this, the more expensive stuff or like exclusives and stuff, that number varies wildly in terms of how many they
Yeah.
make available for pre-order. Like sometimes it'll be, the 8,000, or sometimes it'll be 5,000, or sometimes it'll only be like 3,000, which is, weird, but sometimes that happens. So
Yeah. So uh yeah, I'm truly not sure how how much it was like people just didn't care about the price, and they found 8,000 people to buy this, or maybe it was half that, and
yeah.
the half that usually did engage and buys this stuff bought it right away. So yeah, like I said, I don't want to. We've had multiple discussions about price on the stream before, so like I don't want to beat a dead horse, but
Right.
yeah, the prices are going up, and uh uh, there were rumors about the potential $30 per for standard, and we said that before earlier in the stream about like Amazon. Granted, I think it's algo pricing putting it at $30,
Yes,
but
it is. Yeah.
but
Because when stuff on Amazon first goes up for pre-order, it's normal retail price. But then when the algorithm starts pulling in prices from other websites, that's when it goes up.
yeah, so I don't know. That just really surprised me. Uh, maybe Joe collectors are just a different breed, and they're just like,
They definitely are.
Built different.
give me that Dusty with that swole coyote. I need it. But speaking of another
Oof,
sold
nice.
out multi-pack, we got the Arc Trooper Battle Pack, and then this wasn't dropped yet, but
No.
the Dogma and hard case set was also weirdly officially reveal.
Yeah, I guess yeah. So the first is this ARC Trooper 3-pack. This is unfortunately not updated. This is still using the original ARC Trooper body, which was a retool of the Clone Trooper 2.0. Which, and it's fine, but like the 3.0 body is just so much better. So it's unfortunate that the ARC Trooper has yet to be updated for the 3.0. But yeah, these guys appeared. I know the yellow one is Blitz. I think the blue one is Havoc, and I forget what the red one is. But these guys appeared in like 1 or 2 Camino episodes of the Clone Wars. So these are like I was saying in our pre-stream call that these are the most glup shitto of Clone Trooper characters.
Yeah.
But I guess people really wanted them because they sold
They
out pretty
gone.
quick on Pulse. Granted that was only pre-order. I'm sure there'll be more available when they release. But yeah, I didn't jump on these because they're not affiliated with any battalions. As far as I know, I think they're just random ARC troopers that are in their own squad. Rancor Battalion, I think that's what they're called, or Rancor Squad or something like that. Um, but yeah, it's cool for people that like them, that grew up with them. I know that there were a lot of people fans of the 3.75-inch figures of these guys originally back in the day.
Yep, cloners
And
are
so,
eating good
oh yeah, for
between
sure.
these 5.
But yeah, and then so I think I didn't even go looking. I didn't care enough to look because it's very obviously real. This isn't a fake image. Like you and I have
Yeah,
been talking about some
yep,
fake images recently.
we've been seeing those.
Yeah. So I guess a Hasbro Japan account posted some images of some Star Wars figures. And this Dogma and Hardcase 2-pack was one of them. And the other images were of figures that have already been revealed and are known. But yeah, so these are some 501st Clone Trooper characters from Clone Wars as well. And Dogma is most infamously known for the role he played during the Umbara arc. So I think between the SDCC exclusive ATRT and this 2-pack, that we are 1000% guaranteed to be getting Ponkrell this year.
Yeah,
Ponkrell finally confirmed.
There's not a doubt in my mind.
Give us another bingo card space. We haven't
Yeah,
updated
for
that in a
sure.
while.
Oh yeah, that's
Um,
right. Yeah.
I was
and
gonna
then
say,
I
this,
forgot we even had
it
it.
and
comes
then
with the rotator cannon, right?
yeah,
The
and
new
then
one?
Hard Cases is paired with a new rotary cannon that is coming with one of the Target figures. The
Yes. Which also went back on stock today.
yes, I think they went
heard.
up for pre-order again, another wave
Yeah.
or batch or something on
Yeah,
Target.
it,
Both Commander Doom and the red guy from Coruscant. I forget his name.
yeah, it's not too important. It's available. That's what matters.
But I'm so glad we're finally getting some more named clones from Clone Wars. Like people have been like literally begging for this sort of stuff for years, and we're finally getting more of it. Like we got the ARC Troopers, but like we didn't want it to stop there. We wanted more, and it's like it was a no-brainer. It's just like for the longest time, it's just like we're literally asking for repaints, and you're not giving them to us. Like what the hell? So it seems that we're finally getting some of that. No info yet on how this will be released. Oh no, wait, no. I think Mr. Leak List for Star Wars. This is a Walmart exclusive, so this will probably be a part of their like CollectorCon or something.
Rough.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're lately infamous for canceling pre-orders, so we'll see how that goes. And this is According to the leak list, this is normal retail price, so $56,
All right.
I think.
Neat.
Not too bad.
Yeah. And then the last surprise drop today was the Solo Twins. So it's a Legacy or
Yeah,
Legends.
so
Legends.
Legends, yeah. So they actually, if you look on the bottom right of the box, they have some new branding, I guess, that they're going to be putting on boxes.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Legends
Yeah,
gold
the
tag there.
Legends. I guess
Yeah.
that's from that. I have to assume that's branding also from Lucasfilm. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
Maybe
gotta
Well,
be.
this is yeah
I did not even see that in the box. Now I'm really glad I put the 55.99
in the middle
graphic
there.
where I did.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, a lot of weirdos were definitely wanting a Jason Solo figure. And that is a retool of a new figure. So that's using parts and pieces from the new Dagobah Luke that comes from the Bespin duel set with Darth Vader. But the thigh pieces, the torso, and the upper arms that like all had like tears and battle damage on it, those are all new pieces on this Jason Solo figure. But otherwise, and then a new belt. But otherwise, the rest is the same from that Luke figure. Which my understanding is that's accurate. Actually, he's his that jumpsuit look of him is like as a depiction is basically just like the same jumpsuit that Luke had. So like the people that want this figure are like totally okay with that. The Jaina Solo though is not as great because this is just literally a straight recolor and repaint of the original figure, where she was in a black flight suit. Um, I don't think literally a single thing is different on this figure. And she has a lot of different looks. So, um, I think people aren't complaining too much because they thought they were literally never going to get a Jason Solo. So, yeah.
yep. And then I think that brings us to our last item before our mid-year check-in. So, like I had mentioned earlier in the stream, we just saw the pre-release of the Magic the Gathering Marvel Superheroes, and before anyone goes, wait, this is a TCG stream now. It's like, hey, cards are toys.
They're
Cards are
collectibles.
toys.
Yeah, they're
They're
collectibles.
collectible. Yes.
They are in fact very collectible. But yeah, Joestar and I did pre-release. It
Oh
it
wow.
was
I
kind
got
of
steamrolled.
so did I. It was somewhat rudely pointed out to me by someone that it's been 12 years since I played a pre-release. So, for real though, it
Wait,
wasn't actually rude.
rudely?
No,
Oh,
it wasn't
okay.
actually rudely. I just had mentioned that I had not played a pre-release since original recipe Tarkir, and so I was like,
Oh snap.
that was in 2014, brother, and I'm just like, oh, I did not need to be reminded of time.
You just got blasted by the time
Yep.
zone.
Yeah. So I'm kind of a Magic old head. I was gonna say, Joestar, you're very much into it via the recent like modern Magic,
Yeah,
right?
fairly new as of Bloomborough, so that was like
Oh
what, 2
yeah.
years ago? Yeah,
Oh
so
yeah. So
pretty new. Um Honestly, the set, it's a fun set. It plays really fun like within itself. Pre-release was really nice.
much
I
better than
mean,
Spider-Man.
oh yeah, way better than Spider-Man with the fucking janky like the janky mechanics that is web slinging that they didn't give to like almost all the Spider-Man cards, which is like, what's the point then? But yeah, this set, I think retail wise, when it comes to collecting and or trading, the value of it is dropping like a cement brick in the ocean, which is like, I don't know if that's because people don't like Universes Beyond, or people are just like not really interested in the set. It could also just be like superhero fatigue in general, but I I feel like that makes it better for a lot of newer people because it'll make everything a lot more cheaper and available so people don't have to like fight scalpers for this stuff.
Mhm. Yeah,
So,
and I was gonna say, just for anyone who's unfamiliar with Magic stuff, Magic the Gathering has its own lore, so it has its own like ecosystem of like creatures and spells and stuff like that. So Universes Beyond is a moniker for stuff that's obviously like crossover related. Um, so obviously, Marvel superheroes is not part of Magic lore, but they are making
What?
cards for them. And they've done the same thing with Doctor Who, Warhammer, like I said, Spider
um,
Man, the
yeah,
Lord of
recently
the Rings,
Avatar,
yeah,
um,
Avatar, TMNT, and
yeah,
then
TMNT for sure. Ooh.
and then uh, and Star Trek
There is
upcoming.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
there there is a running joke now that the most visited plane in Magic is New York City.
Yeah.
yeah,
So I'm all for the memes, don't get me wrong, it's fun.
yeah.
But yeah,
So but yeah, the set is I'm glad that the set is going to be accessible. I'm going to use the term accessible,
yes.
right?
That is
Because
very much the better
yeah,
better term for it.
because as much as people want the value to skyrocket for it and turn this into another Final Fantasy set, which is also another Universes Beyond thing, I don't know. I don't think it's great when like I I can't even remember what the play booster, which is like the regular, like if you wanted to, open a pack of cards kind of thing. I can't remember what the actual um prices on those became, but I remember that a lot of stores were running out because of
Yeah.
like chase cards and the hype around it and stuff. And I don't think we're gonna see that with Marvel. I think they're good. I think they made a proper amount of it. I think that this is going to be reprinted to all hell. And again, if you haven't joined the Discord, you should. But we had a very very brief discussion about what what the release strategy is going to be with Magic in terms of the Marvel
Print
superheroes,
money.
because yeah, but
Pretty
That's
not
much.
that's strategy.
I mean, it is going to print money, but uh, the main thing is that so far, Spider-Man was the previous set. This is now the second set, and each set has come with a Infinity Stone. So it is my um, prediction that there's going to be at least four more sets. So there's going to be
Yeah.
um,
Well, to stack on news for that, there is confirmed to be 5 sets coming, I believe. In total,
oh,
not in total. I think 5 sets after this.
five sets after this.
So
Okay, so
or yeah, so this is one of 5, I believe.
okay.
So there's gonna be a lot more Marvel. Uh, for all the people who don't like it, don't buy it. That's always an
More for
option.
me.
But yeah, exactly. More for me and War Torn. I am gonna try to fight myself on master setting the other 5 set or the other 4 sets because I've already gotten, I think, about yeah, the majority of the way through this set as well. I have only 5 or 6 cards missing from the base set, and then I'd have the full base set, and that only took me 5 booster, or not 5, 3 booster boxes. I almost went too far there. That wasn't the amount. But yeah, I should have waited a hot minute at least, so then I could have gotten the booster boxes at a lower value. But I'm kind of glad it's more accessible now, so later on I could just keep buying boxes and then fill out my set.
Yeah, like I said, I think these are going to be reprinted a lot, and then um, uh, the one thing, well, actually, it is interesting because I thought there was going to be a lot more Spider-Man reprints in this, but I found out that the Spider-Man reprints are only in the collector boosters, which I honestly think on some levels even worse. But that I don't know. I go back and forth because between um, the product differentiation and collector booster is obviously going to be like way higher. That's only if you're looking for chases, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I don't think people are really gonna. People aren't really looking at those cards anyway. They're gonna see a Spider-Man card and just blaze past it as if it was any other card. But I think
Right.
it does hurt a little bit more when you see how much a collector booster is for, and you're like opening cards from a different set in it. I laughed when we hit a pigeon in one of the collector booster packs
Yeah.
that we got, and just
The
like
city
the city pigeon. I'm
pigeon.
like, really, for real? Um, but yeah,
It's
the
crazy they reprinted that.
yeah, yeah. But like I said, if it's in
Like
collector
nuts.
boosters, they're not really looking at that or anything. They
Right.
should make a full art city pigeon card that's a chase. I think they legitimately
That
should
would be
do that.
funny.
That would be funny. They've
Like hit
there's a bunch of meme
Spider-Man
cards
sitting on
already.
the edge of a building, and then like there's a couple pigeons next to him or
Yeah.
something. That would be
There's gonna be a
nice.
scene card. There's gonna be a scene card with a pigeon on it.
Just pigeons.
Yeah, just pigeons. But
Just
uh,
pigeons.
but yeah, I, as a person who did not look at the set too much, I was honestly, every time I saw a character and like what they could do, I thought, man, that's really cool that they included this person, and I think they really captured the character via this, what the card does. I know that was a bit of a criticism with the Spider-Man set, which I agree with. I was kind of scratching my head at a bunch of cards when I opened them, versus now I'm just like, yeah, this character would do this in the game of Magic. And I know that there's going to be people who are going to skip the set, and I think if you almost see this like from just the perspective, like if someone were just to pick up this set and they don't care about anything else about Magic, I think it would be a very serviceable Marvel based card game that's not like the other like billion Marvel based card games out there.
Right.
Like it's
Random like Panini cards or like Tops Chrome or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. I was gonna say there's I can't remember the name of it, but I know there in fact there's another Marvel TCG out there, and I thought like I haven't looked into it too much, but I know that they made like specific packs for certain characters like every time they do like a new set, and I'm just like, I don't know about supporting this because of the longevity of those are can be like very flighty. Or if you're talking about like, like the legendary card game, which has like a bajillion expansions. I remember they used to they used to sell a box for like, this is for like every set that's come out. It's like, are you going to keep making those because you keep on coming out with new sets, so that box is going to become really irrelevant really fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am very happy with the cards that I have seen. Both the memes that have been represented and just like the straight up like regular cards. And I don't know if the predictions I have for the other sets will be true, but um, I do still in my heart of hearts believe that there is going to be like a Marvel Power 9, including the Infinity Stones, including the Infinity Gauntlet. Thanos is probably going to be in there too. And then I have changed my prediction from it's going to be Death to it's going to be God Doom, because I think that last set is going to be Secret Wars.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think that will be able to. It's not going to be in line with the movie unless they like do every set, every set like
Every
Crazy.
quarter.
yeah, every quarter, which that will piss off people to no end. Do not do that.
Yeah.
But I think that would be really cool if they did a Marvel Power 9 with those cards, but who knows what it'll be. And then I'll also put this out. Don't use TCGs in general to gamble. Just don't.
Yeah, it's not.
Don't look at what the chases are and just see
Tell that to the
dollar
Pokemon
signs.
market.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're already lost. They're gone. They're long gone.
Yeah.
Those people have gone off the deep end for sure.
Yeah, like legit. Like, please don't do that. Don't do that with any hobby, really. Just like any hobby. That's almost like a good transition into the mid-year checking in on collecting. But yeah, like don't make something that should be for fun stressful, a side hustle, or just in general, just like don't make it a gambling mechanic. Don't make opening a pack of cards like trying to get the dopamine hit of like hitting, you know, a high value card so you can resell and then potentially just buy cards all over again. Don't do that.
Right.
Don't be lining up at like 3 a.m. and setting out a camper seat so you
like
can
at a Target to be a dick,
Yeah.
you know, to everyone else behind you.
Yeah, don't arm shelf product into your cart. Don't fight children for like Nidos or the little boo boos or whatever. Like, stop doing that.
Don't pass go
Stop
on
doing
red.
that.
Yeah,
don't-
I've almost completely given up on Pokemon because of that. Like, I'm not gonna go to like I have a Target pretty close to me, but like, and I've seen people in some local chat groups saying that they were able to get, you know, product on drop days and stuff, but I'm like, I'm not gonna like I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want to make collecting a full-time job.
Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna say you're too employed for that. Like,
yeah. Like even just like keeping track of figures I want to get and being on top of pre-orders and stuff, like that's already getting too time consuming for me. So like adding Pokemon on top of that just like ain't it. Like if I'm around to see the alert for a Pokemon Center drop, like I'll join the queue and then keep an eye on the queue, and if I can get the stuff at MSRP, cool, awesome. If not, then like I'm just moving on with my life. Like that stuff has gotten too insane for
Right.
for
Fights
it
in
to
the
be
middle of
worth it.
Costco's and whatnot, and it's
Yeah.
like, bro, come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like,
fucking touch grass.
The people do. I mean, that's, you know, a greater conversation about the state of everything. But yeah, like that's just like that's too much for me for
Yeah.
some shiny cardboard.
Yep.
Right.
that and it goes without saying, buy singles, go support your local game store or comic shop, you know, that's
Yep,
doing
yep.
that. It's usually the thing that keeps the lights on. Don't give stores like non like mass market retail. Ooh, what be that? It's too shiny.
Was that an ETV?
Is it ETV? Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Hey,
Nice.
very nice, very nice. Wait, what did that say? Pokemon Center?
Yeah, these are Pokemon Center ones.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't opened them yet. Yeah, it sucks. It's I never liked the art on the Pokemon Center ones. I always like the art on the regular ETBs more.
Right.
Which is nuts. Yeah, and I also hate the fact that I mean, Wartorn tells me it's because of like playability and stuff, but like, why is there not a Greninja card in my Greninja ETB? That's how it used to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta pull them in the packs.
Yeah, that's what they've. That's the only reason I got that set, because I love Greninja.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Solid.
But
yeah, like if I can't get the Pokemon Center stuff, then it's just like whatever. Sorry, continue.
no, it's okay. But yeah, I was gonna say just like for stores that are not like a mass market retail, so like your Myers, your Targets, your you know, if it's above MSRP, like if it's like a dedicated game store, please don't give the store shit about that. Just don't. Like,
Yeah, I did. I talked. I don't think I don't know if I talked to you about that when I went to go sell some of the sealed product I have sitting on for a while. Um, yeah, the store I went to, they were really nice. They gave me a good value for what I was trying to sell, but like at the same time, like if they're willing to pay those prices to buy product from other people, on the opposite side of that coin, it means that they're also selling product at market prices, not MSRP. So
yeah,
the stuff I was after we closed the deal and I was looking around, I'm like, oh, it would be nice to get that. And I'm like, oh, nice to get that. I'm like, oh, how much is that? And they were like, oh, I think it's like, oh, it's, such and such price. And I'm like, oh, yep, that I looked up the price on TCG Player the other day on that, and that sounds about right.
yeah, yeah. That is the world we live in. The if you think the front end of that kind of stuff is crazy, the back end stuff is just as crazy. Um, but yeah, I've seen a lot of people are like, what's the difference between a scalper and like a local game store? And it's like, no, don't make that comparison. Don't make that comparison. People can sell at market
Right.
price. Like on some level, a lot of places have to do that now because of just the way the business is. Even
Yeah.
without like buying people's sealed product, it's just distribution is a shit show. The
Allocation is not
allocation.
guaranteed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will say though, I do think it is scummy if I haven't, I don't go around enough to witness this myself, but I've seen a few people say it on Reddit where apparently in some areas, some stores, they will have employees go to like the big box stores to buy items on
Oh
release
yeah.
at
Yep.
MSRP, and
Oh yeah.
then they sell it at market in order
Yeah.
to. I think
That
that is scummy.
yeah, that's the only that I would say that's the true like that store is a fucking parasite. Don't
Yeah,
fucking do that, local game
You
stores. You're
know,
giving all other
because
local
that
game
is
stores like a shitty name doing that. Do not do
that's
that.
the definition of scalping for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh man.
I remember I was listening to a guy talk about how like, oh yeah, like the Target is just across the street, so they like on their lunch break they always like go over and just buy whatever's on the shelf. Just like, no, don't fucking do that. Just
yeah,
don't. Like it truly, like I don't know how bad business can be that like you go and do that just to make people go to your store instead of Target. But like my God, like don't, just please don't. It's
yeah,
already so bad for people. Like
Right.
again, it's the ripping off, like steal, like essentially stealing from children aspects. Like I've seen a lot of card show vids of that too, of like kids getting screwed over by vendors, and
yep,
um like thankfully the other
I-
vendors step in and be like, hey, like don't
yeah.
do
I've
that
seen
to
stories of
children.
like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like just don't do that. Stop doing that. But
Yeah, I've seen it in person, which is
yeah.
kind of crazy, but oh boy.
I've seen one guy. He was getting a lot of praise for it, and he wasn't expecting it. Well, I think apparently he was also writing his posts in AI. So, but anyway, um,
Rip.
this guy apparently at his local card show that he runs, he banned the sale of sealed product, and it's like, oh,
Mm,
and everyone was
yep.
like, maybe they should all do that.
Yep. I was gonna say they did that at regionals recently, where like you can't sell graded stuff, or
Yeah,
I think they said sealed. I think sealed product also.
Specifically,
I think it was mostly graded stuff. I don't
Yeah.
remember sealed.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know at events like they banned the sale of graded Japanese cards.
Yeah.
Like
But
specifically the Japanese cards.
yeah. But I
And
believe
I
there was a
believe to keep that market like in its own like level or
Yeah,
whatever, or just like to stop fucking
yeah.
scalping in
Yeah.
general.
I was gonna say that it was Indianapolis regionals. They said no. And it was a surprise announcement too. It was not like it was like a couple days before. So kind of
yeah,
RIP vendors a little bit there, but at
yeah.
the same time, I it's understandable.
Yep.
No graded stuff, no sealed stuff like that.
Oh
It
wow.
just it
Okay.
makes it less crazy
Yeah.
being there, because again, I've experienced some of these events. People are kind of that, like, they're just like rabid. I don't know how else to describe it. They're just people are rabid. I was gonna say
Yeah.
I went to the Field Museum for they have the traveling fossil exhibit, and you know uh you can
That looked cool,
tell.
by the way.
Yes, it's really interesting in person. Hopefully when it starts moving around, it gets to, it gets closer to you, that way you don't have to fly or anything. But the you can tell from the folks who work in the museum, they've had to have very stern conversations with people, so they very much have a very specific way of talking to everybody. They all have that like look in the eyes of like, are you here because you want to be here, or are you here to scout? Right? Like it, and
Right.
it sucks. It really does suck that like that is what, for a lot of hobbies and collecting, it has become like, it's like I hate the maxing term, but it's hobby maxing. Everyone is like doing
Hobby maxing, God.
everyone can't be normal about what they get, right? Like they got to go absolutely insane on something if they're into it. And it's just like, I feel like you can casually engage with stuff. Like granted, like we here on the stream. No,
I looked back and I was like,
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we here on the stream, like we're keeping track of this. We have, big collections, that kind of thing. But we're
right.
also, I feel this about most of the toy community, at least the ones I've interacted with, is that we're all pretty normal about this stuff. There's only a certain sect of people that are like complete assholes about it. Whether it's like, you know, it is like picking up like extra stock of something that they don't really care about, but it's a thing that they know other people care about, so that just so they can flip it. Having bots and multiple windows open to
Ugh.
buy like exclusives. Like I said, like just like camping out at places, like all that stuff is like, it is so unnecessary. It's not. It makes the hobby not fun. It's things like the scare glow, right? Like
Oh yeah.
yeah, like people are selling that for like 50 over retail, because they know, and people were literally like, I don't know anything about this figure other than the fact that it's expensive, and people will buy it just so they can flip it. Facebook Marketplace is hell. Like it is
Yeah.
it is truly just like where uh people just like sell their souls in order to make a buck. And it sucks. It's so awful when people are literally taking off like Ross and like Ollie stickers off of stuff and selling it at like above
It's
MSRP.
when they don't is the real problem.
Yeah, and when they don't, it's
Yeah.
even more like, come on, guy. Like I know
It's
where you
like,
got this
bruh.
This is
from.
$10 at Ross, and they're charging 50 when the
Yeah,
MSRP was like 20 or
yeah,
30, and it's like, bruh.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I think it's really wild though, because if these people, all this time and energy and money that they're putting into this to uh scalp and make money and stuff, and like some people I feel like do go about it legitimately, like uh I was telling my wife the other day about this. Pretty much the only Pokemon guy I follow these days. He got back into collecting as an adult, like even before the pandemic. So he had built up an extensive collection. And his collection is big enough now where he is uh gotten to the point where he's selling off just a fraction of it and he can pay off his mortgage.
Oh, that's
Which
crazy.
is right. And like so for and I'm pretty sure it's just like he still has his full-time job. He's on YouTube, but I'm pretty sure it's still just a side thing for him. And so like the way he's gone about it feels like the right way to do it. Like he's still in it for the love of the game, so to speak, literally and figuratively. Um
Right.
he's not out there. He was not in it to with the intention of,
Making money.
making money, making a quick buck, and then bailing out. Like he actually does like and
Mhm.
care about Pokemon, unlike a lot of these other people getting into things these
These
days.
LARPers.
Yeah.
That's another term, man. Are you
But
hobby
yeah,
LARPing?
I've noticed more more normies using that term, and I'm just like, wait, what? And then they have to explain what that term is
Yeah.
to their listeners. But anyway, I feel like that example is to say that you would think that these people spending all this time and energy doing this stuff only to make money, that the that time and energy would be better spent just like doing it in quote unquote traditional ways. So, opening up brokerage accounts, learning how to short stocks and shit like that.
Right.
Um I because that is what society has unfortunately deemed as acceptable gambling. Um well, I guess that stock market wasn't always gambling, but it
Yeah.
definitely is now.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is
Right.
now.
So
I was gonna
so
say,
like
but Falcon, you don't get dopamine by opening a brokerage account
yeah.
and seeing the numbers every day.
Yeah. I
you
mean,
see, you see
some
full,
people, I guess.
you see a
Unless you're a
black
certain
star.
type of person.
I was gonna say you see a black star full art, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make
Oh, yeah.
$5 off of this.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, so it's like you're having to deal with, buying and selling physical product, which is a different, I guess, maybe a higher level of risk, but like a different level of risk. And then, the eBay, feedback loop and like people trying to scam
Lowball.
you saying it arrived damaged and all this other stuff and like having to deal with all that. And
Yeah.
I'm like, why wouldn't you just go deal with the stocks and stuff instead? And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
you know, toys is as we've spoken in private before, to put it nicely, a low barrier to entry hobby. So like that's probably why a lot of people are flocking to this, is because adults with money want to spend money on it, but then these other people that want to make a quick buck can more easily swoop in to make that money, rather than having to actually educate themselves to make money through more socially acceptable ways. And
Yeah,
so it's just become a nightmare.
yeah, a part of my soul dies a little bit every time I watch a card show interaction, and either the vendor or the buyer don't know anything about Pokemon.
Oh,
In some
yikes.
special cases, both people don't, and I want to jump through my screen and just shake them, like just straight up, like I think I remember this one guy. I think it might be for engagement for his videos or what, but he always says, like, what's your favorite Pokemon? And I remember one person distinctly saying, I don't really have one. I got into this because of it becoming popular. So I'm still learning about
Jesus.
Pokemon. And I'm just like, oh my god, we are so cooked, guys. The society is so fucking cooked.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It, but yeah, I and on top of everything that Falcon said, it's alongside the world bullshit, making it so prices are also just inflated, not artificially, actually inflated. That's what inflation means. Things
Sonic
have
inflation. I'm sorry.
no,
Sorry.
no.
Random
God
vocal
damn it.
stim. My bad. My bad.
No, it's okay. But like, it literally, factors have made it for shipping's more expensive. The materials have become more expensive. Sourcing the materials, like the again, the I jokingly said at one point, to my wife, that like Lloyd's of London is like rubbing their hands, just like, oh, we're gonna make so much money, and simultaneously crying because of insurance premiums for like shipments having to inherently be more expensive now because of world bullshit, right? It's stuff like that which makes something, that should be fun into, not fun. Again, pricing and whatnot. And then on top of that, most toys are made of plastic. Plastic is uh, an oil byproduct. Um, it's I was explaining in a different forum today that like in many instances you can't compare prices now to prices like 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, because if you saw the monthly take home of a average worker from said country, it would probably make your jaw drop. It's things like I remember someone talking about like who worked in the toy industry. Paint apps used to be like a penny, and now it's like a quarter. So yeah, like
Right.
yeah,
Well, they also
there-
used to be lead, so
yes, exactly. So it's like it's a lot of things like that where like the materials have to be safer, the people have to be paid a decent wage, if not a living one. People have to be paid for their expertise. Like these places are not making toys shooting from the hip, being told by by American companies, hey, this is how you do XYZ thing. Now American companies are going to them, it's like, hey, how can you make this? And they're so good at it, they just know, right? Like basically like 90% of toys come from like one region, if not a city in
yes,
China,
it
because
literally is. Yeah,
because of the fact of like they've been making toys for so long, they just know how to do it. They can do it in their sleep. So like,
and
yeah,
it's like so streamlined where the toy factory is next to the oil processing factory, and those are next to, and then across the street is the cardboard box factory,
yep,
and like that just doesn't, you can't just magically copy paste that to a whole nother country.
yeah, yeah. It not everyone is like Red Bull. I learned this recently about Red Bull. Of like they make the canning facility and the place that makes the cans, they're right next to each other in every country. It's literally the cans get made and they literally go next door, get filled up, and they're all owned by the same companies, so it's always consistent. Red Bulls are That's how Red Bull works. And the same amount of money out of every Red Bull can goes and funds people strapping teenagers to rocket powered cars and other dumb bullshit.
Jumping out of planes.
Right.
Jumping out of planes. Yeah, just yeah, like that's just like the basics of like economics and just like how stuff is made. And I always get so irritated where like they're just doing this to screw us over. It's like, no, there's reasons for doing this. Like I get sad about like prices like that Dusty and Coyote, because I I'm not going to get mad at it because I know the circumstances that are contributing to it being $52, and I have to accept that I'm just going to skip it because I can't justify that. Versus like people are just just saying stuff off the hip that makes no sense. Though I do kind of the Steam Machine also came out today, and there was a lot of discourse about the price of
Don't get me started on
that.
that. I'm like, have you guys been asleep for the past year? Like, how are you not?
Yeah,
Bruh.
yeah.
There's multiple reasons as to why that's a problem, but
Yeah.
that's a whole nother stream.
But yeah, but bummer stuff aside, I do think we're in like a really good spot in terms of just companies kind of learning, how to improve their stuff. All the tech is really good. Again, I'm still pumped for, what Mattel's going to do with the collector line for DC and potentially for Turtles.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Like I'm
Almost
excited for
forgot.
that kind of yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see what SDCC, you know, uh shows off in terms of like, what we're going to get for the rest of the year. Um like that stuff I am like so pumped for. And ditto that for like, games and such.
Right.
So the TCG aspect, like, it is not really the problem with the companies and more a problem with the community. And then the toy aspect, it's just, like I said, world circumstances contributing to it not being the most fun. I don't know if I know, Falcon, you're on. You see Mr. Stevie's posts every once in a while. I don't know if Joestar,
Yeah.
you keep up with him, but he had that opinion poll of like, is collecting fun right now? And
Yeah, I watched that stream.
Oh
oh, you
boy.
yeah, I was gonna say the comments are exactly what I'm saying. It's just like, in terms of like the actual stuff, it's great. It's the pricing, it's the communities, it's like how buying stuff, all that stuff sucks, right?
Right.
Of like, you can't just walk into a store and like find the thing that you actually want and leave. And
Right.
and it's also one of those things where like, there are people who are driving around and that's the only way they're gonna buy figs, even though
That's me.
yeah, even though, like, granted, gas, who knows how much gas is going to be, but like, the gas people do not factor in gas pricing when they're driving around, trying to score like the good hit on a Ross, right?
Yeah,
Right.
like I'll go to Ross a couple of times, but like the Ross closest to me isn't the greatest. So like once I go to the other side of town a couple times, uh and I, if I strike out or if I only get a couple of things, maybe not everything that I'm looking for, and it's like, all right, I guess that's it. I'm not gonna do these runs anymore because it's
Yeah.
20 plus
I'd
minutes away to get over there.
I'd
And
normally just
especially
plan for another week.
that was before gas prices went through the roof, so
Oh yeah, yeah. Damn.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I remember I saw a post recently of someone's like, so I finally got to Ollie's, and I don't know what any of you are talking about in terms of like finding good figs here, because it's still only like Eternals and
because it's all
uh,
gone, my
Damn.
guy.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
where have you
Yeah.
been?
yeah,
Sorry,
and
brother.
yeah, and on top of that, like Falcon said, like, they're not doing the overproduction anymore. They purposely want to prevent overstock from even accumulating. So you're not going to find that stuff at Ollie's anymore. Like
Rough.
that's like, it's straight up a mirage. And and again, going back to the community kind of being shitty sometimes, people need to stop saying like, hey, just wait for it to show up at Ross. You're
Yeah.
wasting your time pre-ordering it. It's like, no, don't fucking listen to those people. They're
You're
wrong.
spreading the secrets.
They're several years off from that even being remotely true. And even
Right.
when it was true, it's still a crapshoot. It depends on where you are. Not every place has an Ollie's. Not every place has a Ross that's near like a regional distribution center, which is probably where you were getting, those ridiculous, like, Target exclusive drops at Ross. Like, that's just not happening anymore. And yeah, it truly, just like, every time I see a comment, like, I'm just like, wait for Ross or Ollie's Con, is just like, this person is either purposely misleading people, or they are just truly ill-informed and just LARPing,
Or just
right?
ill.
Just
You never know.
their brain is just melting. Chat GPT has cooked them.
I mean,
In the water.
yeah,
Oh
but
man.
like, yeah, I'm generally still happy about like this hobby, and I'm still, they will not diminish my joy for what is going to come out.
Unless, no, I'm joking.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
fuck
I
up
was
a
gonna say,
Marvel release.
hey, like I said, if they reveal a whole bunch of stuff at SDCC that I don't like, cool. I get to save money.
Right.
Well, let's
I
be honest. We all know what's going to be there.
Yes, that's also true.
I can tell you exactly what they're going to reveal. Every single product, not one extra, not one missing.
Yeah, that's also the kind of thing like
And not even just based on leak lists, just based on like common sense.
yeah. I was gonna say too, it is interesting because I have people are like, where are them leaks at? Just like, that John Travolta meme, just like wandering into a sub asking
Oh
for
yeah.
leaks. It's
Oh,
just
and it's
like,
like
where are the leaks? It's just like, I don't know, or is the year's not over yet. um, but yeah, there's still a lot of cool stuff coming. Um, Bummer about prices, but the world has to stop being on fire first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to completing this giant 18-piece scene from the Marvel set.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do for you and help you out there with that. Um Actually, yeah, I think I might have some cards you need for the
Oh,
scene.
oh boy.
Hold on, let me double check on what you need.
Yeah,
Uh
I am just glad that it's a scene that makes sense and not. Did you see like there's like a 5-card panorama and I'm just like, who is this for? Like
right. Who's doing this?
who's
Yeah.
doing that? Is there a 5-slot binder I'm not aware of? I've never seen that before.
yeah, there are.
Oh,
There are.
yeah,
Okay.
there's actually a binder that we took at Goblin Games and Hobby. We took to the trade show and it was a 5x4.
5x4, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Because I saw that and just like, don't
Why
don't keep
why did big?
don't make the scenes continue to be like this. Do 3x3s, please. Do 3x3s, please. But yeah, any other last bits we want to talk about before we head off?
Not sponsored or an ad, but Big Bad Toy Store is having a major sale on Motu stuff. Go on in, buy some Motu stuff. Yeah,
All right.
that's it.
Falcon.
Uh, yeah, just buy what you like, click what you like. Don't engage with negativity. I'm
Yeah.
trying to do that more myself as well. Just do the fun stuff and not as much as the not fun stuff.
Take
Nope.
the time to smell the roses. Know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, don't be weird and don't be a dick. It's not. It shouldn't be that hard, but it's
And
increasingly.
don't be weird with your dick.
Right.
All right.
Oh snap! Thundercats are coming back.
Oh yeah, I did.
I just
I,
saw something on my phone. I'm like, oh shit.
yes, I did see that. They announced a whole bunch of stuff. I think I saw Powerpuff Girls is getting animated movie. Thundercats come back.
Nice.
I think it's all Warner Brothers stuff because I also saw more gun animation projects be announced. That man has like, some kind of otherworldly patron guiding him through these pitch meetings, man, because these animated projects I saw that are coming up are like, how did you get this approved?
Right.
I don't
really?
care that I don't care that he's in charge. It's still like wild to me that he's gotten any of this like passed. It's just it defies any and all logic. Anyway, our most of the photos that we got throughout the stream are from Toyark, other than Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, all those online e-tailers. You should go support the smaller folks out there, up and coming folks like Toy Snowman, who's based in Canada, and Frogman's Finds. Not an ad, just wanted to shout out some of the lesser known folks that sometimes have those hard to find things still available to them. Our description will have links to all their stuff, including toy people like Preternia, like Pancheezey. Our channel logo is made by the artist and good friend Yamcans. Their stuff is also in description. And like Falcon said, click what you like, don't engage with the negativity, have fun with it. Goodbye.